Welcome to FurCast, episode 316. I am your guest, Mario.
I'm your host, Paradox Red Wolf.
Then your fabulous Blue Fox host, Pharaoh, who's also sick.
Hi, sick. I'm your other host, Nico.
Wow.
No, that was a dad joke. Dad jokes don't
Yeah, that was
deserve
a dad joke, not a pun. That doesn't get.
It's a small thing.
What if we had a separate dad joke bell, but it was like a
joke.
bigger bell. It was like a lower ding. Maybe like a dong, and then the
You
pun
wanted to
bell
do a
is
gong,
ding.
remember?
What?
You wanted to do a gong.
Yeah, but the dad joke doesn't deserve a gong. It deserves like a hit
Yeah,
or something. There's like something short.
something short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to FurCast episode 316. We don't have that much tonight, so I'm not really sure because these guys over here want to go to a local fur meet, which starts in 2 hours, but they got to leave in an hour.
Well, it starts before then, but we're gonna show up at 10 anyway
Yeah.
because it goes until 1. So
Well, I think the idea is that we might do a short show tonight, and we might not. We're not sure. Obviously, you guys watching the podcast can look at the countdown timer or the elapsed time, and
you in the future
Yeah,
can
you in the-
understand something that we don't.
Yep, exactly. We have no idea if this is gonna be a long.
This
show
could
or
be
not.
like a 4-hour show. Who knows?
Yeah. So I don't have really much to mention other than yeah. Last week we reviewed MFF. It was a really long show. We had a lot to catch up on. This week we don't have nearly as much to catch up on, but we could jump into the roundup unless anybody has anything else they want to talk about.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a rather uneventful week.
It has been kind of an uneventful week, pretty much.
I just got older. That's it.
Oh yeah, you did have a birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay. How old are you now?
Older.
Oh, okay.
24. I was hoping to be like, let's keep going. No, I'm
24
24.
is not old, but yeah.
I said older.
I'm turning 26 this year, which means hooray! I have to pay for my own health insurance.
Woo!
Woo! Welcome to America.
My parents have a countdown for my brother and sister because they're turning 26 in like less than a month. So like only like 20 more days. And my brother and sister are like, oh. I think it's funny. And then I'm going to,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turning 21 in like a couple of months.
Oh.
you youngin.
I am
youngin.
the youngins, the youngin.
Youngin cat. Oh, and we should probably talk about. So you came from far away. You were on our last show as well.
Yeah.
But for anybody who doesn't hear the last show, you're all the way from Moscow.
Yeah.
So you're here
I
for a
came
couple
here
weeks.
to see weird animal. I came here to see the two-way petting zoo.
Oh, the two-way petting zoo. That's my favorite way to refer to a con now, by the way.
Yep.
It's like, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to a two-way petting zoo. Anyway. All right, Roundup. Roundup is the segment where we basically throw a bunch of links at you guys. Maybe it's stuff that we don't have time for. Maybe it's stuff that we just want you to follow up on your own, and we don't want necessarily run a deep dive. It's just a bunch of links and stuff, and they'll all be provided to you after the show.
You know what you should have?
What?
Like a sound effect of like a whip. So it's like, it's time for the roundup.
Roundup! We should do that.
Just buy a button.
Just
that
like,
does the
just
sound.
a single, like, it's a roundup is. And then I don't know. I think the show needs more sounds.
Yeah?
More things for you to do, you know.
Okay. More buttons that I have to press.
I would take a little like button over here. I have a very important job.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pun pal. Bun.
Wow. Important job that does not include speaking.
Hey, I have to speak. I just can't talk. Well,
I'm not even gonna dignify that response. Just gonna.
go to sleep.
Anyway, the Roundup. So the first thing in the Roundup, this is kind of a fun article from today, and that is apparently Burger King has a Whopper for dogs. But what it really is if you order takeout, they give you this little Whopper bone thing, I think. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, next, Verizon. This one is big. Verizon plans to cut 10% of Oath staff. And the cuts come in the wake of Verizon's decision to slash the value of Oath's properties, which include AOL and Yahoo, by 4.5 billion US dollars. That says a lot about the recent Tumblr change that they made, and I was making some points about that in our show doc there. So, you know, a lot of people have been criticizing like this whole Tumblr adult content ban, saying like this is just going to like destroy Tumblr. Like, why would they do this? Well, it seems like they might be preparing Tumblr for some kind of a sale, and they maybe figured that people didn't want to buy a website that had a lot of adult content on it, even if it means that the website has less people on it. Maybe it's still worth more to sell it in that case. I'm not sure who would buy it either. And I also know some companies probably you'd think would be okay with buying it even if it had porn. But the other thing is they might just be planning to put ads on it. Maybe they can't fund it anymore, and maybe they know that advertisers don't want to be on it with adult content or something. But yeah, there's some interesting information in here. And I believe it was down here. That said, AOL and Yahoo brands, once synonymous with the internet itself, were already in the decline when former Verizon chief bought them for $10 billion and merged them under Oath operating division last year. Verizon has also made cuts outside of its media holdings, recently shedding more than 10,000 positions at its core telecom business as part of the effort to cut costs. So basically, what that's saying is Verizon, which is pretty much a content delivery company, probably tried to get into media holdings, things like social networking, things like, websites where people post things, basically. And this is kind of Verizon's indirect way of admitting that they're giving up on that and they're closing the doors. And that might be, them buying Oath and buying Tumblr and buying Verizon and buying all that, buying Yahoo was probably their attempt to become like an internet social media company, and it just did not go well for them. So that explains a few things about some of the Tumblr changes. But, yeah. Next in the roundup was just a cool video from a YouTube channel from a FurCon in Malaysia.
Ooh.
Lots of cute suits and stuff, but this was on Polar the Lion Studios YouTube channel, so you guys can check that out and give him a sub. Next thing in the roundup.
Look, that's the camera.
This is an interesting tweet saying, proud to announce something big is coming to the furry community in 2019. Introducing the Furry Film Festival. So FFF or F cubed or F3.
It's like E3, but it's F3.
It's like E3, but F3. I like it. It's a lot of Anyway, open to anybody in the furry fandom around the world. Submit a short film showcasing your creativity, and they have FurFilm, or it is furfilmfest.com, which right now forwards to the Utah furry website.
I'm upset that their logo is literally a knockoff of the E3 logo with
Yeah.
one letter,
But-
one line missing.
What could be
One
nice
line missing there, yeah.
is if it's like if it's about furries, it's like one thing, but if it's like just you make a film and you are a furry and it's just to show off like, hey, this is what I could do. That I think that's probably like just as neat, if not more neat for me.
Probably what they're trying to go for, yeah. But they have a cool trailer on their website with some neat stuff. And
There's a lot of furries that are in the film industry,
Yeah.
gaming industry, and every other industry,
So
animation
if they just
industry.
make something,
And
make
so-
something pretty,
Yeah.
that'd be fine with me. It doesn't have to be like, oh, look at me doing stuff in fursuit, or look at this furry animation. I just want like different.
there you go. So if anybody wants to check that out, it might be cool. Might be worth giving that a follow on Twitter and everything. Take a look at that. Next, I believe Manuel put this one on the roundup. Hyena Agenda has the FF Collective Volume 1 released, which is a furry fashion collaborative book containing 50-plus pages of illustration and photography. And they got a lot of people in there. A lot of furries and fursuiters and things.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to a pretty big list of people, and yeah. This seems pretty cool. Kind of like a style fashion magazine book type thing. Might be something good to like put on a coffee table too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Or on like a studio like table that's
Well,
not porn.
That's one thing that I've always kind of wanted more of from the fandom though, is more thing. I mean, Hyena Agenda is a great example of something that's like this, but like more stylistic, cool things that even somebody who doesn't know about the fandom, has no interest in the fandom, or even perhaps wouldn't even be interested, could also be like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like, just
Yeah.
like, and Hyena Agenda is a great example of like, they just have cool designs that just look cool, like completely independent of fandom
And
stuff.
especially with like the fashion thing, they could do like, here are some shirts that like you could just have and you could wear in public, and people won't look at you and be like, what? Why are you wearing a animal? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Because I get that look a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
And the last thing in the roundup, I don't know why this ended up in the roundup, but it did. This is an article from The Verge saying, all I want for Christmas is this twerking Alexa enabled
Don't
bear.
say anything. Just press play.
It's really weird looking. Like, I don't understand.
Let's do a me review of it.
Device.
Why did somebody make this?
I'm paired to your Alexa device and ready to play.
It's literally a plush bear thing that like fucking twerks, and it's Alexa powered.
It came from the creators of Big Mouth Billy Bass Alexa Edition. And if you want, you can play that video as well. It's like right below.
Oh, you're talking about the fish?
Yeah, but they made it to work with Alexa.
Okay.
There's a video down
That
below.
company still exists.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
I don't know, but
they
that's-
Twerking
so.
Santa's better.
the twerking Santa's better. The bear's
I
just
do like the
weird.
twerking Santa.
Like the bear just doesn't fit at all.
Because
like-
bears don't have that like pronounced butts usually.
Anyway.
Usually.
I'm ready
Usually.
I'm ready to be done with this conversation.
Me too.
You want to talk about bear butts?
Oh.
You know what I
Ah.
talk about this?
Ah.
We have a
Smart
Russian.
decision
He rides
work.
bears to and from work. It's their only transportation.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's up next?
So may I please propose that our first article is the first one in the furry fandom, because it actually is furry related, and I feel
Yeah,
like
let's
we should talk
let's
about
do like the furry one first.
because
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Might as well. I think this show is about furries. I
Sarah,
think.
do you mind jumping in on that one?
I mean, I can.
You do it.
I would like you to. You're good at starting with news.
Had I known that I was going to start, I'd been ready.
Yeah, well,
you're not
yeah,
ready.
But see, if I ask you if you're ready, then you'll just bitch at me. So I just don't
Not
bother.
with his article. I wasn't ready. I was reading my own article.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, it makes sense.
it does.
All right.
Hate it.
It's so bad. I'll be
Hate
showing
it.
it on the screen as well while
Hate
you
it.
while you read it.
Hate it. Shoes don't work like that.
Shoe. What about shoes? What about the?
Oh, gross. I just noticed that. Oh, shit. Look at his right shoe. And look at that ankle. That looks so ugly to me. Like the lighting on the
I
other
think
side.
It's so weird. Anyway,
On the
read,
other side,
read
like-
the headline for the audio or for the audio listeners.
Ew.
Is this Pikachu's shoes? Because why do they have electricity?
Just read it. Sonic has those little like lightning bolts sometimes.
You know how fast those shoes would wear out?
Yes. Very.
I mean,
Maybe they're special shoes.
the gigantic anthropomorphic
Would you
hedgehog aside.
Would you rather him be barefoot? Just like those humongous feet and like the toes just there.
Yeah,
blue
because
hair
He'd build up
scattered through
calluses,
between.
though, and I feel like it would last longer.
I think the sound would be more funny. It'd be like, wow, I can't even do like a good foot smacking sound. What would be good foot? I don't know. How do you do a good foot smacking sound? It'd be gross. That's what I'm trying to get.
Have you heard a foot slap against pavement?
Yes.
You don't hear much foot slapping against pavement.
Well, if you're going that
It's
fast,
not-
you're going to hear that foot smacking on pavement.
I disagree.
Well, let's test this out. Let's go outside right now and run around barefoot.
It's like 0 fucking Celsius out right now.
Let's do
It's
it.
to prove a point.
You gotta attach a microphone to your ankles.
Paradox, can we do this?
No.
Oh.
You gotta
Attach one of these very
I'm
expensive
not going
microphones.
outside to prove your foot slapping science experiment. No thanks.
Are you going to read the article?
I'm gonna read the article. I'm just saying that you like tape a lavalier mic to like your bottom of your foot, and I'm honestly saying that I don't think feet make that much noise when running down.
Oh, no, it
That's-
wouldn't be that loud. It would just be there, and you know it would be there.
I don't
You'd be
think you'd hear it though.
You would hear it when it walks by. Well, look, let's get an anthropomorphic, really fast hedgehog. Let's take his shoes off. Let's make him run down our street, and we could settle this
Like,
argument.
do you hear when dogs run down the street?
You hear the little like scratches, yeah,
Claws.
yeah. But their feet aren't our feet.
True.
Their feet are actually meant to be a little bit quieter, a little bit.
Well, so would our feet if you build up the calluses on them.
Well, he would still make a sound.
It's not like horse feet that makes clop sounds.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever argued in my life.
Can you
Welcome
guys
to
move
FurCast,
on? Like
There's a definition to feet sounds, okay? And I'm just saying
of
that
all the problems,
We're arguing about feet.
Move on. Like,
out of all the problems, this is what I first
Paradox,
concerned.
where are you today?
we have a lot more to argue about in this article, so let's do it.
I'm just arguing that the shoes would go would be worn out so fast, and then Nico was explaining that the feet sounds would be unbearable to the human ear.
The other problem is, I do think a lot like you in the fact of I don't want to end this argument because I want to win. So I would keep on arguing, but I also want to keep the show going because Paradox is going to throw something at us. Or just cut our mics and read it himself.
I'm not going to cut your mic.
Okay.
He's
He's going to throw something at us.
I was told not to do that in a blog post.
We need an ouch. See, okay. Coda did actually just say, like, in the chat room that I need a soundboard mic, a soundboard that I can just, like, play sounds. I would love it.
In particular, we need sounds that only you can
Yes.
trigger.
Yes.
Like Nico only sounds.
I would love this.
And if you're not here, we can't play
Yes.
them.
And
Like,
one of them would be ouch. Just like, ouch. And I would do that, like, right there. You'd just be like, oh, yeah, the blog post. Ouch. Just a soft, like, a little ow. Just a little one. And then I need my bell, which I actually like this better because it's a nice like feel, and it feels better about
I
yourself.
hate that bell so much.
That's why it's on this side of the table now, because then you can't break it.
I asked some furries whether the new Sonic the Hedgehog is hot or not.
Not.
This is
also,
the first time I'm seeing this, by the way.
somebody that all of us know is in this article.
Yep.
A good friend of I'll tell you who it is as we read through the article.
Those legs. I like blue things, but those legs are bothering me still. Like I stare at it just like some horrific creature.
There's an even better term that somebody came up with in the article, and I think it should be our show title, actually. And by the way, this is what people are actually talking about. This little trailer right here.
Oh, just ew.
And like, if you look at the detail on this, like, there's like muscle
Everything- okay.
and fur.
Fast Sonic.
Everything about it is wrong. I will dissect this picture because
Okay,
why
yeah,
not?
Okay, you go ahead.
This is Nico dissecting a picture time. So his head is too big. It is just disproportional, which it always people are gonna be like, oh, Sonic is always disproportional. Yes, but he looks like a cartoon, so it fits. This does not look like a cartoon. This looks like a creepy person wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog hat and like a bodysuit. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
One of the Zentai suits.
Yes, like kind of like a
Can
body.
we make Zentai suits with fur?
That's what they did. So yes.
No, can we just make them? Like, can we
No.
like make Zentai suits and then just glue fur to them?
No.
Like a stretchy elastic fur
thank you.
material? So it's just this weird monstrosity of human furry?
I mean, that's what this is. 'Cause it seems like so.
Well, yes, but this is giving me an
If you
opportunity.
do it, you should cosplay as Sonic, because you'll get it in blue, and all you just need is spiky
Nope.
hair.
Don't need that. Don't need that.
We'll
in
get
my
you a
life.
Sonic hat, and then you could just walk around and be like, "I'm Sonic the Hedgehog."
No, we have our friend Black Mike that will wear Sonic. He used to wear the Sonic costume.
His name is Black Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, is he black?
He's MIK3.
I almost thought you were talking about the microphone Nico's talking into.
The Black Mike.
The Black Mike.
Yeah.
The Black Mike.
I'm the only one.
It's a different black mic.
Ooh.
Why didn't I get the Black Mike?
We could set it up at some point.
We'll switch it up.
But anyway, this photo.
Okay.
MIK3, anyway, he wore a child's tight Sonic costume and ran around MFF like for
See,
years.
the thing that I get disturbed about is like a child like size one would just be like, bulge. See it. It is there. It's disgusting. Gross. Anyway, back to the picture.
Yep.
His arms are too thin, and I just noticed this right now. His fur only goes up to like right above the elbows. So like his blueness only goes up to the elbows.
Yeah,
So it
it's
looks
like
like
a-
he's
there's
wearing
like
a
a-
blue t-shirt.
It's like a blue glow thing going on there, and then like, and I don't know, like he's got the pointy nose and everything, like so the face could be good. I don't know.
No, I don't know. The eyes look like they're gonna be small, and that's gonna
I always remember him being a little bit more chubby.
like not necessarily chubby, but just like cute
I'm just playing through clips of the video here so we can see the
outline.
outline. What's happening?
It seems like they're trying to do like, oh, Sonic, he gets his power because of the electricity or something,
Yeah, it's just
which is weird.
I don't know. I don't.
Maybe this is just a blue Pikachu and we're all wrong.
Pokemon movie. Actually, I wouldn't mind it.
Satan.
No, oh,
first
speaking-
reply to the tweet is Satan saying they better leave Sonic alone.
Speaking of like a live action trailer, like if we're gonna at the end of this, we can talk about the whatchamacallit, Detective Pikachu. That's how you do a live adaptation of something that's already been like established as a cartoon.
This is my favorite thing of all time. Wait,
This thing right here.
yeah, it was like the only live action Sonic that I will accept is this.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
I like how he's in a Target.
Eggman, just like.
I can watch this all day.
Anyway.
But no, keep
I
going.
do like that we're listening to the song with the Russian in the room,
Yeah.
where this song is not a big thing.
It isn't. Please stop sending it to me.
Please stop sending it to you. Why do people do that?
Yes.
People actually do.
A few people did.
Well, there we go. Anyway.
I'll watch that live action any day.
Watch that for an hour.
Oh yeah, just keep watching him dance.
Ah, my nose.
The new Sonic the Hedgehog film to be released in November 2019 has fans wondering why Paramount made some questionable design decisions. Very questionable.
Yeah.
2018 is going down as the horniest year on record.
Is it?
Really?
It is? Really? Hey, who exactly...
Who
Who
determines
decides
that?
this?
2018 horniest year.
Horniest on record. Horniest song of the summer.
year. You know what? I'm gonna
I'm not sure if I'm feeling this.
newborn bee. Okay.
See, where was their research on the horniest year? Because I say, what is the horniest and most fertile day of the year, which is health and science?
Yeah.
The horniest moments of 2018.
I feel like the horniest day of the year would be Valentine's Day.
The horniest song of the summer.
Either Valentine's
I don't
Day...
want to know. I don't want to think about that because if
The
you will count
horniest
back 9
historical
months, I
dramas.
was supposed to be born in November. Count back 9 months. What month is it?
Valentine's Day?
I think it was this. No,
How Cocktober became the spookiest and horniest month of the year.
it would be February. I don't want to think about that. I already thought about that. I don't want to think about that again.
Moving on.
So there's
gross.
Cocktober and No Nut November.
What is No Nut November? Like, where does it come from?
You don't ejaculate the entire month.
That sounds dumb and unhealthy.
Yes.
And no, it's not unhealthy. It's just you're gonna release it anyway. You just do it in your sleep. Not necessarily a wet dream. You just
Oh, yeah,
release it.
I know.
I know this because I have a
Sperm
friend that's
regularly.
asexual and he tells me these things.
Okay.
It's gross.
It's not me.
No, it's not you.
I just want to clarify.
The more you know.
No, because you store up up to 7 days.
Okay, are we talking about semen or are we talking about sperm?
Both,
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. How are we on this topic from
I don't
Sonic the
know.
Hedgehog?
Every 7 days.
Why are we talking about sperm?
Because it was the horniest year.
I know,
Because it
but
was the horniest year, so...
And Sonic
it's still
and
it's still
Sonic
the
wanted
horniest year.
and Sonic wanted a part of it. That's apparently what happened.
oh.
So it must have been from like the cock months. Like, because there was, I didn't even know that there was Cocktober.
I don't know about Cocktober either.
I had
didn't
no
know.
idea about Cocktober.
I knew no Nut November.
I kind of want to continue not knowing about it.
Well, No Nut November was a huge thing, especially for furries.
Hi.
Bunch of dings.
Were there other sexual months this year that I just wasn't aware of?
There should be no Fat February.
Was there no Fat February? I don't even know.
Should be a new thing. It is the shortest month. So,
I think there was also Fetishtober.
oh, Fetishtober, I like that.
He's
Yeah.
looking up even more things.
I don't want to see his browser history.
I'm about to read your article for you.
I tried to search sexualized month names, and it came up with Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
That's not what you want.
That's not what I
Usually
wanted.
sexual assault, like, as a month would probably be like, we should not have anything. It kind of feels uncomfortable.
Let me just search Cocktober. No.
Destroy Dick December. Good job, chat room. I like that. I'm going to read this article.
So apparently there's a whole Reddit article with Cocktober is the prequel to No Nut November.
People are dumb.
Paradox, if you start the music, I'll keep reading.
2018 is going down as the horniest year on record. Prove me wrong.
See, my voice sounds so great.
I feel like what created the baby boomers would be...
The World War II, the end of World War II.
Yeah, I feel like the end of World War II
I was
is probably
going to say, what is the horniest month?
No,
I would go based
see-
on baby numbers, but then
But
we don't really have
Horniness
babies
is not necessarily
anymore.
related to sex, though. So
We have
It's
4
true.
people at this table, and none of us are going to have any babies the way that we have sex.
Yeah. We're also all, like, young adult white males.
Yes.
So I don't know if we really... I think we should move on.
So 2018 is going on as the horniest year on record. Prove me wrong. Apparently, this article is going about because I don't know the data points that they're getting from that, but I'm still kind of curious. If anyone can find information, please deal it to us at FurCast.fm. Contact.
FurCast.fm. Or FurCast.fm/contact.
Everyone has been extremely embarrassingly horny on Maine.
Okay,
What's wrong with
thanks.
Maine?
Okay,
It's a good
they're
state.
not lying.
Then again, Maine seems like it would. Now, I know this is the.
No, I think they're
how
using Maine as like their main account.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like in Maine, what is there to do? There's some like nice, pretty long, like lighthouses. So
Yeah.
what do? You have really kinky sex. And one of our friends that live in Maine, they have really kinky sex.
No,
Yeah.
but you have all the lobster you can
No,
eat.
you just play horn on Maine.
Yeah, but like, is lobster like? An
What
aphrodisiac?
about our local furry?
Aphrodisiac?
He's a bull, so is he horny on Maine?
Ha!
Get out. Leave. Go. I'm done.
I give excessive dings to anyone else who gives a pun than me.
So they're giving examples to why 2018 is the horniest month or horniest year.
So all we had to do is read another couple sentences.
We literally
Yeah,
had to
had
read
to
the
read-
next sentence.
Yeah, you really had to read the next sentence of the article. We would have found out why.
Okay.
Well, you want to open up all these articles because this is what.
All right, I'll work on it.
This is what's determining what was horny. From variously horny on Maine, from collectively popping a chowie for a pretty duck.
Pretty duck.
That is a pretty duck.
That is a pretty duck.
I wouldn't fuck it.
I don't
but it's
know
a
if
pretty
that
duck.
exactly makes me horny, but
Most
it's...
eligible bachelor.
All right, so let's see next
Wait,
one.
more about the duck for a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What?
Just scroll down.
This okay.
It was a duck.
You can't eat this duck.
It's a pretty duck though.
It is a pretty duck. It's probably dead by now.
Moving on.
Go.
Let's read the next
Wow,
one.
it has all the stats of the duck.
Wait, what? Go back.
Okay.
What are
It
the
says
stats of the duck?
Name unknown, age unknown, relationship status probably
Probably.
single, neighborhood Upper West Side / Midtown, job duck, height 16 to 19 inches, wingspan 26 to 30 inches, diet seeds, acorns, grains, aquatic plants, insects, land snails, and
Oh,
small
it's
fish.
not gluten-free.
No, he's not.
Smokes? No.
No.
Drinks?
No. Celebritomy crush, Marisha Tomei. I don't know who that is. Political affiliation, duck. Duck, yes.
Perfect.
Come get him. Lady ducks. What are lady ducks called?
Completely popping a chubby for a pretty duck. To the New York columnist who openly lusted after the mom from The Incredibles.
Oh, yeah. She always has the sassiest hips.
The mom from The Incredibles or the New York columner?
No, the mom from Incredibles. Have
Oh.
you seen her hips?
The fuck? I don't...
I'm gay.
We'd have to read the whole article to get the joke.
There's a lot to that article.
Let's
Yeah,
not.
let's not. Next.
Just know she has sexy hips.
Next.
Is that what the hips that they were sold on for the?
Next.
Yes, that happened this year. To our obsession with the sexiest punk politician of all of our generation.
Oh, they just posted about sex.
Oh, it was just a politician tweeting it. Really? Okay.
There's a politician tweeting about sex.
All right, next.
While the powers that may try to push sexual speech on us every online platform possible, the rest of us got freakier and more creative in responses.
Let's see. Apple sucked Tumblr into its walled garden where sex is bad. Trump just signed. Oh, Sesta and Foster were this year. That's right. I forgot about that. That was a fucking disaster. And then no, Facebook's updated sex policy doesn't prohibit. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Facebook's policy that made people think they couldn't discuss their sexual orientation. I did hear about that, which I believe is partially, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. So back here. And then no,
The rest of us got freakier and more creative in response. Not even No Nut November.
Why is there a link for that?
I don't know why there was a link to it, but
Somebody had to write about November.
Who is the author that had to actually write this whole article?
The No Nut November movement, a challenge of orgasm denial, has been co-opted by misogynists and the far right.
Wow!
Oh.
This is a better article than what we started with. Nazis support No Nut November. Let you all know that.
What the fuck? Death to
pornographers.
What the
This article seems a little better.
Yeah, this article seems a little intense.
That took us such a left turn.
Wow.
Such a right turn, actually.
I don't know why they ring the bell. It's not fun. Guess it kind of could be.
I hate you.
I'm so proud of everybody.
That article is so much better than this one.
Is it though? I don't know. Like,
Oh, we have to read it.
No Nut November is a conspiracy theory from the right wing misogynists.
Okay, this one at least is about furries, so we have to finish this one.
Let's get to the Sonic one, then we'll talk about No Nut November.
I like how someone could just screenshot that. No, the fact that you had the no nut and it just has like no nut, no nut, no nut, and it had like little symbol of
Yeah, I love that.
in the corner.
And the FurCast logo there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Nut, no nut.
We do not support the nuts.
I don't because I'm allergic to peanuts. So I
So every month is No Nut November for you.
I gave it the softest ding because
I'm going to break that bell. I'm going to clip it.
It's already like wonky. Like someone hit it really hard, probably me, and it's all wonky.
Let me see it.
The tables aren't even, my friends. They just kind of fall. See, if you look at it, like hold it up flat, the little bell part is wonky.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna kill this bell by accident. So I was gonna tell a pun that's so funny.
It still works just fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not even No November could slow us from pursuing the singular goal of getting sweaty palms over otherwise benign, non-sexual things. Which brings us to our latest salacious meme to enter the internet's boner sphere.
I do like the boner sphere.
Boner sphere?
I've never heard of the boner sphere, and I kind of like that
like
term.
it.
Can
I
that
like
be
it.
that can be a title? Boner sphere?
Someone suggest that.
An internet boner sphere.
The boner sphere.
Thank you, Riley.
I don't know. Like,
Anything within this Venn diagram will give you a boner.
the only thing is, I can already tell you there's a lot of other good titles in this article.
Good.
Good.
We need them all.
A new character design for the upcoming semi-live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Ever since the release of the teaser by the film studios Paramount Pictures, we've been forced to reckon with the question. It only takes a quick Google image search to be reminded of the fact that Sonic has been an online sex symbol for years.
Yes, he has.
But a new major motion picture could introduce the Blue Hedgehog to an entirely new generation. Is this new Sonic design from the movie fuckable?
No.
I've asked some furries to find out.
This journalist actually did ask furries, and the reason I know that is because a friend of mine received a DM. He had previously talked to this Vice journalist, and Vice owns Motherboard. And this journalist was like, hey, thanks for talking to me in the past. You know, it really helped with my article. Also, I have another question for you, and it's going to sound really weird, but it's for a funny article I'm doing. And they genuinely said, like, what do furries think of the Sonic? And my friend explained to him, like, yeah, no. And it's the quote is in the article, so we'll get to it. But
Can we team up with Vice and Motherboard more often then? Like we as a show? Can we answer all of their stupid questions that they have? Every time they have a stupid question that needs to be asked by a furry?
every time they have a stupid question, we're just like,
Only
hey,
for furries.
We need a furry's advice on this.
I hope that every single like.
Can we
normal
please
thing
be
is
their
just-
I just imagine
correspondence?
that furries have like some kind of an innate experience in life that like nobody else can source. So it's like, you know,
Is this animal fuckable for you?
oh, we gotta ask furries. Like, there's no way to tell unless a furry says so.
Can we just reach out to Vice and be their like animal correspondents?
Oh.
They're gonna
Animal. Wait.
They're gonna be
so
the
now,
furry
well,
PR.
you're taking it a step further. You're saying animal correspondence.
Yes.
We're just thinking furry, like just
Well, yeah,
flat out.
furry animal correspondents.
Such as the PR team of the entire furry fandom.
No, just for stupid questions from Vice
Okay.
that they need an anthro's perspective on.
An anthro perspective. Okay.
An anthropomized perspective. Is the new Sonic design from the movie fuckable? I asked some furries to find out. Oh, it's fucking ugly as hell,
Because it is.
was one response. In a moving teaser poster released last week, we got our first look at the new Sonic. He darts around collecting rings before skidding up to a stop in front of the viewer, posed on muscular, hairy, very hairy legs.
Okay, before we go on, does anyone think that's hot at all?
Muscular, hairy legs?
No, just the picture.
No, but what about muscular, hairy legs? Maybe people who have a fetish for muscular, hairy legs.
See,
do find
you know
this
what my
really hot.
problem is?
But it's like muscly furry.
It doesn't look muscular. It looks like really skinny, like almost.
No, it looks toned, muscular, thin legs, but it's like a runner's legs.
But he also looks really short. Like, kid short. And that's just, man.
But maybe because it's like the fur too doesn't look. It looks like hair.
Fur looks, but it looks like gross. Yeah, it does look like hair.
So I think that's the more disturbing thing.
Also, it looks like
it's not like fur. It's like long blue human hair.
there's nothing good about it.
And like human hair is not like soft or fun to pet or anything like that. It's human hair is kind of gross. Just thinking like a really, really hairy leg and then paint it blue and then like that's Sonic's leg now.
I do like that it says from the producers of The Fast and the Furious at the top. So those are the people that made this movie.
Gotta go fast. Can Vin Diesel please be in it?
I hope he's just in like a cameo, like he's just driving his car and then Sonic just runs past. He's like, "What?" Oh,
They need Vin Diesel and The Rock, don't they?
I'm sure. I don't like it.
I would go to see Vin Diesel and The Rock racing Sonic in a horrible, trashy movie of all time. I mean, think about it for a second. What other direction could Fast and the Furious go by now? Like they've already alluded.
The next Fast and the Furious movie.
Yes, this maybe we're really looking at
Sonic
this all
the
wrong.
Hedgehog. Like it's
This is
like,
just the next iteration of
It's
Fast
not-
and the Furious.
it's not-
Fast and the Furious.
ha. Letting it ring. Yes. Wait, I don't even know if it got picked up. So
It got picked up.
All right, let me kill your noise gate. Hold on. Go now.
I'm breaking that bell. You know what? I'm just gonna rub peanut butter all over that bell.
I'm allergic to eating peanut butter, not touching it.
Well, you know what?
I've touched peanut butter before.
Have you? That's such a claim.
It is a claim.
I've touched peanut
But you know
butter
how
before.
Okay. Think about like touching something that is like literally poison to you,
Yeah.
and like touching it and like thinking like, oh, this is disgusting, and you still have to touch it. It's gross, and I don't recommend it. 'Cause
How
it's
often
gross.
are you touching things that are poisonous to you?
I work with children, so a lot.
Shouldn't that be less?
No.
Because children get into everything. So would
They
you
do.
have less poisonous substances around children
No.
for them to not get into?
Because we have to clean everything.
This is
Multiple
very
times a day.
counterproductive with children.
You just have to go fast when they're not there.
It's like you're risking life on the line for these children.
Okay,
To,
it's not like that. It's like you do it when they're not in the room.
but once they escape. So. But see, if I rub peanut butter all over that bell, there's a chance that a lot of times people have to touch their face
Hey,
for some reason.
want to know another thing? I can buy more bells. They're not that expensive. And if I get my soundboard, I can have a bell button. Ding.
I like the idea of rubbing peanut butter all over the bell because then it makes the bell deadly for him. And so every time he actually does have to press it, I just get a little bit
A deadly bell or a deadly ding.
a deadly ding.
A deadly ding. A deadly ding.
Deadly ding.
Ooh, that's worth a deadly ding.
That sounds like it'd be a book title, like Death by Ding. Death by Dings.
Ding death.
Ding dong ding.
Well, you could think of it almost like even it being nice too, because I'm slowly exposing you to the thing that you're actually harmed against.
Mr.
So,
Andrews
like,
in chat says they are walking, breathing biohazards.
Yes.
They are. Children totally are walking,
Yes.
breathing biohazards.
because eventually, after you touch peanut butter enough, maybe your body will absorb it and you'll get immune to it.
We spent like 30 minutes on this article. And we haven't even really gotten into the
We gotta
meat.
get through this so we can talk about the no nut conspiracy.
meat.
The no nut conspiracy.
The meaty legs of Sonic.
But again, those are hairy. It's like human haired legs. I just have to ask: is any of our fans interested in does anyone see a hairy man leg and be like, oh man, that's my thing?
I'm sure.
You don't
That's
know.
in my
Internet.
boner sphere.
You don't know
It's the
people.
internet.
A lot of people.
No,
do
again,
that.
I don't know people, but I'm asking people.
There's probably already porn on this.
I guarantee. I'm not saying that there
Sophos,
isn't.
why did you quote me saying I've touched peanut butter before? Sophos. It's mean.
I just want to know, like, if anyone like,
I'm okay
viewing the
with
show right now, like anyone in this room, do you see like a hairy man leg and you're like, that's nice.
Only if you could put like the wax on and rip it off them.
Okay.
Yep.
That might be interesting.
Do that for Sonic. See how it goes.
To wax Sonic's blue
Let's
hairy
wax Sonic's
legs.
hairy
Wax
legs.
Sonic.
Oh god, imagine if you.
Can you just make
See how fast it'll make him run.
make a petition?
It's good for
Make a
aerodynamics.
petition.
Petition to wax Sonic.
Let's wax Sonic's legs.
Petition to wax Sonic.
500,000 signatures and the White House has to.
Smear some. Rip it off.
Trump would be like, yeah.
See, that's where they got the blue for your fursuit, though. They had to wax his legs, and that became the blue for you.
No, I'm soft and cuddly and amazing.
Well, how do you know how his legs?
Those are hairy man legs.
How do you know?
And hairy man legs
they
are
could
not
be
soft
soft.
and cuddly.
It could be soft.
Bullshit. It's a hedgehog.
It's a hybrid. It could totally be soft.
See, now that would actually made sense. It is a hedgehog.
exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, that.
So it's like gelled up hairy man legs.
like imagine if every single one of those hairs are like prickers,
That's what I'm saying.
and like you pet it, and like
you know when
just
you
take your
gel
hand
up
off and
hair
it's just
too much?
stuck like porcupines.
You know when you gel up hair way too much and it's got like the sharp edges?
Yeah.
Again, think of his legs as a hairy man leg that you just rubbed, gel on, like hardening gel, and then there you go. That's the consistency of each one of his individual hairs that you're going to rub up against at supersonic speed.
I hope you know that we're gonna go see this movie.
The supersonic speed.
If this movie is showing up anywhere near us, I'm gonna bring everybody here. Except you're gonna be in Russia. But everybody here who's gonna in the country.
A show title is Waxed Sonic. What the fuck?
For a very short
Shaving,
clip, there's-
shaving Sergeant Sonic instead of like Saving Private Ryan. I can't even say it.
saving Sonic Sonic.
See, if you wax Sonic, he'll go faster too.
like, is it like swimmers?
Yeah.
It offers
It's like a
resistance.
power up. It's like a wax power up.
Oh, like imagine like running like in a video game. It's like,
But it's
oh,
just like
wax! It's gonna make me go faster.
And he's all skin.
Oh.
It's good for aerodynamics.
Okay, question.
Super
If you
Saiyan wax.
Pull up the picture of him again.
Okay, right here. It's
Like
on the
no,
TV.
not the leg picture. The other one.
Oh, the other one. Give me a sec. I'll just open it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up, and it's this little video clip here.
Just get straight to the picture.
Yeah, I'm trying. Here. I don't want to skip because Twitter will break. There you go.
Is his hair things hair or is that skin? Like his head.
Ooh.
Because if that's skin, imagine waxing it, and you just have head flaps that like flop in the wind.
I would say it's hair. It looks.
It better be hair.
It's hair. It's just very chilled.
Then what would Sonic look like bald? I'm gonna Google it.
Don't. You're going to regret yourself. Just like when we found ET porn. I'll never forget ET porn.
That was awful.
Have you ever seen ET porn?
Okay, but let's move on. Let's get through this.
For a very
Come on.
short clip, there's quite a lot to unpack here. In the cartoons, you never really see his hair on him. His body is smooth and his legs skinny, just like the fibers in Crash Bandicoot's rebooted jeans. The new Sonic's high-definition follicles are jarring. It would be weird and it would feel like running around in the nude if it wasn't some sort of otter-like thing.
And that this is offensive. That is highly offensive. Also, I found Sonic without gloves or shoes, and it is disgusting. It is disgusting. I'm.
Some things are better left unresearched.
I'm upset. It's going in the FurCast chat on Telegram.
So people were saying it'd be better if he was an otter.
No. Stop it.
So everyone just transforms Sonic into an otter and then...
Bad. Yep. Look at those fingernails.
I don't like that. But then that it also raises the question, like, his stomach isn't hairy.
No,
There's-
it's not. That's just skin. If that becomes what that is, because his face hairy or is that skin?
I believe that's skin.
It's gross. It's gross. It's gross.
The film's executive producer Tim Miller told IGN in an effort to explain why the fuck this Sonic is so hairy. It was always for us fur, and we never consider anything different. It's part of what is part of what integrates him into the real world and makes him a real type creature. Yes,
Hey.
that's the part that makes him a real creature. Is the fur.
Ew.
Yeah.
A second poster allegedly leaked from the movie theater and posted to Twitter, although still unconfirmed by Paramount as being an official Sonic paraphernalia, seems to give a more detailed look in those ripped legs, plus some kind of electrical speed trail emanating from between them. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Oh, because the poster was cut off where the ledge is,
Yeah.
so it literally looks like a gigantic speed dick.
Yeah.
What? So the ledge
So
cut it
scroll,
off.
Can you open up the poster?
Oh, you mean the article?
No. Yeah. No.
So it just looks like that,
open-
where you can't
open up
see the ledge.
Yeah, open up the picture. Can you open up the picture at all?
That picture? Oh, I can open
Into
up
a go-
this.
Web
Yeah.
browser.
I
Yeah.
was gonna cover it with my hands.
And,
Yeah, and then scroll down.
okay.
Scroll down a little bit more.
So it
Roll
kind of
up a
looked
little
like
bit.
that.
There. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That
Okay.
just kind of looks like he's like peeing out speed. Sentences I never think I would say. ever
Moving
in my
on.
life.
Peeing out speed.
Don't pee out speed, people.
If we look at the works of the art on the erotica produced, if we look at the works of art and erotica produced by the Sonic fandom as a whole, there's no denying that he has been an object of desire for a long time. Sonic. And the character as a childhood fear plays into that. When Motherboard showed Mandy Jones, a licensed social worker, a bunch of not safe for work Sonic fan art, she had a very accepting response to it. The visualization of sexuality can be somewhat healthy outlet for young people to express their questions and curiosity about sex and sexuality, Jones said.
I love that. Like, it's like, well, Vice Motherboard got down to business, and we asked a professional about this pornography.
I think that's creators.
It was actually great, though. Like, that's a great response to have.
This version, however, has struck a chord of disgust for fans. It has hair that makes this Sonic look disturbingly... Is it the hair that makes this Sonic disturbingly sexual instead of sexy sexual? Is it the musculature under that fur? What are these virile vibes? I asked real experts in anthropomorphized sexuality, the furry fandom, to help me untangle whether this version of Sonic is hot or not.
Yeah.
We're reaching out to Vice. I want to be their anthropomorphic correspondents instead of having them DM Twitter.
Wait, what?
If that
real?
If that's the actual picture, I would say that's okay.
I'm not okay with that if that's the actual picture.
I don't think it's great, but I think it's at least
He's a bit small.
it is small. Put it up, maybe.
That's acceptable, but
That's like okay. It's not. I would find that okay for be like a good B-rate, like anything, but it's not as terrifying as what that was. So this is what Coda just put in the FurCast Telegram chat. Which, if this is true, it's not completely disgusting.
It's okay.
it looks like a child's legs.
It looks like a child, just a child, and that's gross. I don't like the ears. I don't want to hear. Okay, seeing it still is one thing. Seeing it moving and talking.
Yeah.
Also, Chris Pratt, why are you in this movie? Stop it. You have a career.
You have a career.
You don't need this.
That's what a lot of people said when they were in that Pottersville movie. Why are you here?
But you didn't have a career in movie making, so I mean,
Not
you
me,
were fine.
but no, people asking the actors there at the movie, why are you here?
Why were they there?
I don't know.
Were they paid? Like,
Yeah.
well?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it would be worth it.
People are watching Pottersville now again because it's holiday season.
We should watch it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
get to the next
I haven't
part.
seen it yet.
Note you, he's creepy. One of the members of the furry community who asked to remain anonymous told me they should have hired one of us to design him. We could have done a better job anyway.
Guess who said that? Our friend
Well,
Jesse.
no, it's because you want to be anonymous.
No, he told me it was
He gave
okay.
you permission?
Yep,
Okay.
Jesse gave me permission. You guys know Jesse who does our Patreon shoutouts? Yeah, that was him. Who said they should have hired one of us to design him. We would have done a better job anyway.
Well, I mean, if that was the actual picture, it would be perfectly average for a
Yeah.
movie that I would expect from this. And would it be creepy? I would just think it's like,
Oh, it's fucking ugly as hell. Amethyst Basilisk, whose persona is a cyberpunk dragon, told me on Twitter message, we're making fun of it because there is an immense amount of extremely talented artists that already make Sonic incredibly bonable.
Bonable. Bonable.
Oh no.
The Bonosphere and Bonable.
I'm not ready for 2019.
I'm not ready either.
I'm not.
Notably, furry artists have been drawing incredibly arousing Sonic porn for decades. Tails, for example, is stereotypical as a bottom when being represented in gay versions of the porn. Oh, Tails, for example, is still stereotypical a bottom when being represented in the gay versions of this porn.
Oh, yeah, no. In every single porn of any Sonic, Tails is the bottom. Which is really weird because, you know, the tails.
Well, he's a fox, so.
But he has a lot of tails because of the name Tails. Even though I think he only has 2 tails. And also, how does that make sense that
It's
he
like
can fly?
handlebars.
Oh. Fluffy handlebars.
Fluffy handlebars.
Oh, what happened if you skin those? So if you
Rat
wax
tails.
Then you'd have skin handlebars.
them? Ew.
You came up with it.
I know, but I didn't want to think of skin handlebars.
Moving on. Oh god.
Puts the lotion
They
on
just
the
look like
skin.
they look like fingers out of his butt.
Well, no, there was already a huge discussion about Tails flying because, like, his tail would have to, like,
Gyrate in place.
Like, maybe, like, hummingbird wings, though, maybe? Like, where they, like, go
They
back
flap.
and forth, where you think they're spinning, but they're not. A lot of questions that leave unanswered for that discussion, but that's a discussion for another time.
Considering we spent 40 minutes on this article.
These furries are absolutely correct. Paramount definitely should have hired a furry to do the design and help to avoid these unfortunate creatures that's stuck in the strange anthropomorphic pubescent stage. Unlike mandarin ducks or Beto Auruca, Sonic is not the new internet's fully depravity. Mandarin ducks or... What's Beto
Look it up.
It was the duck from before. It was the duck picture.
You got the duck picture one, but I was more curious about the Beto Auruca.
I don't know.
Another politician.
Must have done sexy things.
I don't know.
Is that it?
You're
No,
the other
there's
fandom to thank for such a rich history of fuckable Sonic and friends. People have been wanting to nail that hedgehog, or more frequently, imagine him and his pals fucking each other since the beginning of his fandom.
So I think what it comes down to is not that it's creepy, but that people are disappointed. Because it's like, you spend half your life being like, oh, this like, character's really hot. And then a movie comes out and you're like, oh.
Oh, high definition does
It'd be like-
terrible things.
Yeah.
It would be like if somehow like a scientist, thank you, brain, for working, would actually create like an anthropomorphized person, and then we see it and everyone's just like, oh.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks weird.
Anyway, as soon as we finish this, you guys can head out.
Yeah. Literally just talked about fucking Sonic the entire time.
Did you lose the article?
Gotta go fast. Yeah.
Oh. Did you lose it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it back. The scads of DeviantArt entries alone prove this, and I don't need to tell you, there's plenty of Sonic the Hedgehog hardcore porn available elsewhere on tube sites, series, and Reddit. Basically, it's helped me break down from ew to specifics in character design from a furry point of view. So he's got an anthro-humanoid body. To furries with that, you've got our interest already, she said. However, there seems to be a confusion in the actual design of Sonic in which the direction they want to go in, realistic or cartoony. In our work, it's really, really difficult to actually accomplish both styles and proportions at the same time. And that's primarily where Sonic is failing miserably at being an icon for Eros furries. His proportions don't know which direction they're going in.
That's true. He has a really big head, really small body, and that does not usually work well.
If the new Sonic design could pick an artistic direction, Basilisk told me that it would be more interesting and perhaps less disturbing. Interpretation of Speed Hedgehog we love. Give Sonic a proportional head and a six-pack, and I guarantee people will be swooning, she said. Ew, I don't know.
I don't know. It's not about having or not having features. It's about them being shaped and proportioned right.
Or you could make him a cel-shaded or something like that and go more in the direction of a cartoony styles. And even then, you'll have people to inspire to make erotic versions because, hey, we love sex cartoons. Ultimately, though, the decision is to do why not both. Approach is just utterly fails and makes something appealing to anyone, frankly. Having viewed quite a lot of deeply depraved fan art at this point, I tend to agree with this analysis. I've seen bulky Sonic with bodies shaped like ripped protein shake, and I've seen skinny soft boy Sonics, and none of these seem more gross than what Miller...
soft boy Sonics.
Skinny soft boy Sonics. Great show title. And none of these is more gross than the Miller and his design team have made here. Even the Microsoft Paint Sonic is more acceptable because it commits to the style and sticks with it. Have you ever went fast?
I love MS Paint Sonic.
And it still looks more natural.
Yeah.
A little bit.
The new Sonic the Hedgehog movie is set to be released in November 2019, giving us a whole year to consider what a CGI Sonic might look like alongside humans. That's also plenty of time to think of how the most chaotically horny character ever, Eggman, might be portrayed. Perhaps the biggest crime to all this fate is the true hottie of the Sonic universe is being ignored.
And then they have the video. And it was a furry that posted that too. That they linked it from on Twitter. I think. Maybe. Yep. No, furry adjacent. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Don't understand. Oh, that was a lot of talking about Sonic.
All right. What do you guys say we go on a break?
Fast.
Let's go on a break.
Let's go on a break.
We're probably going to head out.
Yeah, you guys can head out and then...
I need to be cleaned. I feel unclean.
Feel unclean.
I want to take a shower, but I don't want to take a shower because I just kind of want to go.
All right. All right, we'll be back in just a bit after a quick music break.
But we won't, so bye.
No, you guys won't.
Bye.
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 Have fun, guys.
We'll bowl.
You're listening to FurCast.
Live from Midwest FurFest 2018, support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Shaman the Photon Wizard,
Fayon,
Oliver Fox,
Ashton Husky from Scotland,
Energize the Wolf,
Sweetie Darling, Midnight Plasma,
Manu from Russia.
Parafen, A New Fox, Riley the Wusky, Binary Pause, Fireline Coyote, Code Yax, Loop, Tukiri, Lieutenant Fox, Doxy, Arceus the Tiny Tiger, Legalize a Woo, Meru Snowmew, Jeb with an uppercase E and a lowercase L. That makes no fucking sense, by the way. D Otter, Ski Sharp, Nether Lynx, Josh the Kazoo, Frost Wolgon, Wup, Adrian the Husky,
Taro the Yellow-Nosed Doggo from Germany,
Archon the Four-Eyed Dragon, Leon Wolfheart, Jax the Husky, Gwen the Bat, aka Deep Moan, Decibel Fox, Zoopy Zoe the Oreo Tiggy, Vertical Feline, Fuzzy the Fox, Crazy Wolf, A Certain Horse,
and Gaia Wellen.
Additional support from FurCast comes from...
Whoa. Pharaoh, hey! Whoa! You can't be doing shoutouts, Pharaoh. That's not, no,
I can do whatever I want.
Dude, these people have been coming back for a couple years at this
Your
point.
opinion doesn't matter.
Really now?
Additional support comes from Twitter users, Commander Wolf 3,
At Alpha Werefox, at Magic7Wolf, at Hasbro Fox.
You don't have to read every at.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, but you don't have to read every at. Now you know.
Well, okay, then I'm going to redo it.
Okay.
Fine. Which one do you want? Tell me what you want. At SSX Fox, at Cody Boopers, at Demonic Vel, at Dark Wolf Beats 14, at Drop Table Foxes, at Dapper Panther, at Jesse A. Carver,
Cyrusus on Twitter, at CyrusL.
at Mike Chrome Fox, Val Cactus on Twitter, at Virtual Fox, Z-Leg on Twitter, at Stealthy Dragon, 12 on Twitter, at The Lion Thing, Shua on Twitter, at The Pulsing Panther,
Dakota Winter on Twitter, at Dakota Wolf 12.
So, Ashton, you want to talk about how you left dildos in my car?
It was more than a tip.
Additional support comes from Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com.
Macro Wolf at macrowolf.com.
I'm Shisha Sappy.
Who's a good boy?
You.
No,
you. No.
Record not found in table Foxes with primary key Dark Fox DK. Harry Who Ink Pen Mouse at harrywho.com. Please stay out of the designated tar seating on public transport. This is a public service announcement by the Quadruped Care Foundation and Nadia Mayer.
Silver Moonshine.
Fursuit maker and future Pop You Fur.
World in Review, doing furry news since 2015.
Patty, who says what Socks says is true. Socks, who says what Patty says is not true.
Whoa, you know what? I just realized that makes that a paradox.
Nectris the Coy Dog Rogue, furry tabletop enthusiast since 2009. Saucy Fox, who says, I'm trash. Raccoons, HMU. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. What the hell is taking him so long?
Yeah, I know. Get on that, Fishmeister.
Sorcerer Dale, the Kilted Dragon. Find me on Telegram at Sorcerer Dale. Fisk_McTaggart, on FA, will draw for food. Spurrigs, still working on muzzles since 2015. Cody's Customs, specializing in gas and diesel truck builds. Max Shepard, who says, fluffy Norwegian hugs to everyone.
Yeah! Fluffy Norwegian hugs.
Little Sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wesky. Chris Tail on FA, specializing in toony art. I'm a couch and you can too. Find out more on Twitter at @sign_ottar. The Church of Issoire, worshipping lynx since the year Tuft. X the Fox, the real blue fox. Deal with it.
He's about as real as American cheese.
Kumo, wishing everyone a colon-3 day. To Bunny Boy, who says at Paradox, bunnies are friends, not food. Super Dwarf with anthrolinks.net. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Zubizo, supporting Tim Tam Anonymous meetings. Disc Cookie, creating procedural beat maps for VR rhythm games. Kranos, who says Circles are rubbish. Meds the Fox and Mississippi Anthropomorphics. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/msanthro. Tekwin, TC Fox and Kaiwana of the InFurSec Den in Wellington, New Zealand. Sylvan Scott on Fur Affinity with macro, micro, and hyper fiction stories. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance.
You better have a fucking good one.
The Feline Support Alliance wishing you a very Maui Christmas and a very Rari holidays.
What? Check it Airlines. We still and always will land on our feet. Silver Gatomon at patreon.com/silvergatomon. Cheetah Paws for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws.
And special thanks to Blaze Fusky. Support for FurCast comes from Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, and from listeners like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate. Thank you guys for listening to FurCast Live on XBN. Additional Patreon support does come from Joe G. Bear and Max Shepard. In the meantime, hope you guys are having a good night. This is from our show last night. More tunes after this. We'll be back.
is XBN. Internet radio by a bunch of crazy animal people. This is XBN.
Just like the rain outside, your body's sweating, dripping wet, and I just can't control myself, no baby. My possession, baby. I got fine selection. This must be your lucky day, baby. I wanna jack it, smack it. You know the shit that turns you on. I wanna lick it, kiss it. I give you everything you want. Howling out your name, blood like champagne. You gonna feel the vibes when the wolf comes out tonight. When the wolf comes out tonight. When the wolf comes out tonight. I watch you burn this place to ashes. Move that ass and raise a glass to how you love to misbehave, baby. Be my addiction, my prescription, baby. I got a condition, it must be your lucky day. I wanna jack it, smack it. You know the shit that turns you on. I wanna lick it, kiss it. I give you everything you want. Howling out your name, blood like champagne. You gonna feel the vibe when the wolf comes out tonight. When the wolf comes out tonight. Yeah, 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 baby. When the wolf comes out tonight. When the wolf comes out tonight. See you breathing. I got the window steaming. I wanna see you breathing. Howling out your name, blood like champagne. You're gonna feel the vibe when the wolf comes out tonight. Tonight, baby. When the wolf comes out tonight, you feel the vibe. When the wolf comes out tonight.
Sup? I'm here. I came out. Anyway, welcome back to FurCast. Did I kill all of the graphics? I did not mean to do that. I just meant to kill the one part of it. Anyway, so it's just me and Pharaoh now. I don't know how long you want to do the show, because I remember you said you were sick, but we can kind of go.
It's got a good feel to it thus far, so.
Got a good feel. Good feel. Well, now we have to read, what is it? Motherboard's article. Let this be the the last. No, not November. Let me just double check everything else we have to read. And if anything like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
These are good gummies because they're like vegetable and what's it called? Fruit mixed together. They're like all natural.
Oh yeah.
Proprieties of fruit parts
with lots of sugar in them.
Mm-hmm.
What are the orange ones?
I feel like they all taste the same. With like a slight hint of difference, and I think that maybe just be perspective flavor.
Yeah, it smells good.
Because that's a carrot. And I was like, if that actually tasted like a carrot, I'd be in disgust. Like if you're eating fruity gummies and all of a sudden you just like bite into one and it's like, carrot,
and it's just like
celery,
like all bitter and everything.
Crisp apple, carrot.
It has like the crunch too.
Ew. I don't want to think of gummy with a crunch.
These are pretty good gummies. PGGs. I'd call it a PGG. Pretty good gummy.
Now I'm just kind of disturbed slightly by the thought of like a crunchy gummy. Like crunchy on the outside,
but
gummy on the inside.
I don't like that. If they like fried gummies.
Ew,
like
no,
deep fried gummy.
How like a chip level crunch on the outside of it, but then when you like sink in, it's gooey on the inside, like it's gummy on the
so
inside.
it like explodes.
So it's like chewy.
No, I don't like this.
You were saying like with a crisp carrot, and I was like, ew, no, I don't.
No.
Nope.
No.
I like gummies though.
Yeah.
They're good.
All right. I'm just gonna listen to you chew gummies for a minute. Okay.
Delicious. So, before they left, I was gonna say like, what? I don't know what transpired it, but normal adventures in this house for things.
Uh-oh. What?
When we had the VR opened up on Steam.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And we just so happened to start browsing Steam.
Yeah.
And then...
Steam has a new section.
I was slightly horrified. And the more I looked, the more depravity and just like, I don't know, disappointment. It's like a car crash. Like you don't want to look. It's hard to look away. Like it's like a horrific accident.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I want to know what happened. You know, you want to know like how things transpired into that event. But at the same time,
not only that, but like, I feel like you kind of get a sense of like you want to know what's happening with the humanity that you're detached from. Like every once in a while, you get like that like scientist perspective curiosity of like, what does this species do? Let's observe. And you start clicking things on Steam and you're like, oh no.
Because
like you feel like you're missing out. It's like, oh, there's like a porn game on Steam. Maybe, you know.
You should. Because I think there was an article on it, but I don't think we ever read it.
There's an article on the Steam stuff.
Mm-hmm. So it was fucking you.
Oh, is it one of those websites that doing those ads that like you have to
continue
to the website? Yeah, I hate
you will
that.
be redirected to your article shortly. So what transpired was us knowing about it, but then like actually searching for it, and it was that Valve adds adult-only filter to Steam. Detailed descriptions of mature content.
But it wasn't just that they added an adult section. It was also that they have basically said they don't regulate it. Or something like that.
For the most part, they don't regulate the content of...
Yeah.
And oh my...
Like, it's bad.
Depravity.
I don't know, at the end of the show, do you want to, like, open up Steam and just, like, start browsing?
Could.
That'd be fun.
So, as I was morbidly curious, as we were looking for VR games, I don't even know how, but looking at some of the achievements in disgust and like the comments of it and like some of different just aspects of it.
There's a lot of like weeaboo games. Like there's a lot of like waifu simulator and
but
like,
there's a lot of games that aren't either, and they're just really. Someone devoted a lot of time creating something that
like you'll be like in a room with like another character and like the game is like you have to slap their ass.
Yes.
Like there's a game like that.
There was a virtual strip club.
Oh yeah.
Where you have to pay real money for fake money so you can get premier lap dances.
Actual in-game purchases, and the in-game purchases were lap dances from the virtual characters. So it's like being in a real strip club.
Oh my god. That was a VR game too, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, it was VR. I just like that you had to pay real money for it.
I just would want them. See, if someone's gonna make a game like this, though,
yeah,
I want them to be like so much bonus content. Like, if you touch the stripper, you go into a fucking mini game where you're battling the bouncer.
Yeah,
and it's like Mortal Kombat.
But like, there's just so many of them where like, there's one game where it'll be like a lot of them are like hot anime chick type looking games. There's one or two furry ones, and they're usually pretty horrifying. But there's some on there that are just like, there's a lot of them that are just puzzle games too. Like a lot of them are just like, oh, you know, and it'd be like, you know, a bunch of art or whatever. Actually, there's one that was all stolen furry art. So that was there. And all of the comments, and by the way, the comments are incredible. Not just because of the context in them, but because Steam shows you how long that person has played the game in their comment. So it'll be like, there are people, it'll be like, this person spent like, you know, 80 hours in this game. And then a comment will be like, this game changed my life. Or whatever.
Oh, the ones that we're reading that were like, can be played, the comments of the game were like, can be played with one hand.
Oh, yeah. There was like, one that was like a...
Love the game, but joystick sucks.
Oh, yeah, that was another one. There was one where it was like a masturbation denial game. So it just had this picture of an anime chick and then like this little scrolling dot like trigger thing on the bottom that would hit, it would like collide in certain increments. And that was supposed to be your cue to either masturbate or not masturbate. And then it got harder or more difficult rather, should I say, as the game went on. Not harder. It does get harder, but that's a different, you know, pun intended. The bell's over there. I'm not going to ring it.
Long story short, we think that I should be forced to play all these games on Steam.
Like, we kind of want to make a new podcast where we will let you guys, and most of these games are like $1, but we would if you guys buy us these games on Steam, we will review them live. That would be kind of...
All I could think of is my fucking Steam account for all my achievements will be fucking ruined for all of mankind, for all eternity. What's your Steam? I'm not going to tell you.
You could just make a new Steam account.
No. Doing this, I'm doing it right.
Doing it on your official account. It's like, oh man, some of them... And like, some of them were like kind of funny, and some of them were obviously comical, but some of them were just creepy. Like some of them were just...
You had to battle vagina doors in one.
Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah, you had to like go through like a haunted house, but like the doors were all vaginas, and everything was a metaphor for. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them were really well known and like pretty big, and others were just like small little mini games, but it was bad. We were up for like 3 hours looking at games on Steam and being horrified.
I think I had nightmares.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I honestly think I had nightmares. Like, I think I contemplated after, like, you guys left. I was like, why? We just spent 2 hours of my life looking at these awful, awful games.
Like, a lot of them just aren't good either. Like, they're either unplayable or they're just, like, it's funny for a second, but you're like, I paid money for this? I don't know.
I honestly don't know. Like,
yeah.
I feel streaming them would, probably get us banned from YouTube, so we'd have to figure out a different way
We'll just, yeah,
stream
do it on our own or something. We can do it.
To, speechless to what we saw last night. Speechless is the easiest way to define everything into a whole. If I had to collaborate everything that we saw, there was too much to see that could be described in words alone by mankind.
Yeah, by the end of it, I was just like, this is, I don't know. Because, like, I guess what's also sad about it is, like, for some of these, yeah, they're just funny. But then there's also, like, definitely people where, like, this is what they have. And it's just sad. And I don't know, I guess it's because, like, we're lucky, we're furries. Like, we have access to all kinds of awesome people all the time. Like, that's the thing with the furry fandom. That's one of the reasons that I talk about,
We have
like,
access to good porn.
not only good porn, but good people. Like, we have access to, like, you can go to a con and have a good experience and be close with people and have good friends and have good attachment and have good moments. Whereas, like, I just feel bad for some of these people where it's like, yeah, Steam VR game is literally the closest you get to having a waifu. I don't know. Anyway, shall we talk about No Nut November conspiracy, or do you want to do something else?
So we can talk about No Nut November's conspiracy.
All right. Do you want to read it, or do you want me to start?
You can start.
You want me to start?
Someone's
All right.
like, people in the chat are like, wait, there's an adult section on Steam now?
Yeah, there's an adult
Yeah.
section. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And not good, but it's a lot. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
A lot of it puzzle games that it's like, oh, look, you get to puzzle out a vagina. Woo!
Part of me
Oh, man, look at those tits and dick. I mean,
part of me wants to pull it up now, but we should probably wait till we're done with the YouTube version of the show. Because otherwise... Oh.
the fucking...
The
what was
episode
the one that was, oh, boob girl.
Oh, yeah.
There's boob girl. Boobs.
Oh, yeah.
And you're running through a dungeon.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
there's also the main character, Furry Girl.
Oh,
where
yeah.
they just add fur to boob girl.
Yeah, but it looks
But it still looked
horrible.
better than Sonic.
That's true. All right.
Oh.
Oh, God. I guess I'll do this track. I'll do this one. Let this be the last No Nut November. I can't believe I'm about to read this. The No Nut November movement, a challenge of orgasm denial, has been co-opted by misogynists and the far right. This year's No Nut November, a Reddit-based challenge that Reddit-based. Oh, fuck you, Reddit. I'm gonna fucking masturbate all I want, god damn it. That tests the limits of participants' abilities to withhold orgasming for a month. Again, how do you, like, what do you win something?
You win a nut.
I don't get it. I don't know. I'm weird, and when I say I'm weird, I mean I'm really, like, even compared to all the people that I follow on AD Twitter.
I didn't know it was NNN.
Who all do the N3. It's N cubed. But I don't, like, even before cons, people would be like, oh, I gotta not masturbate before the con. And it's like, what? Like, dude, like, it doesn't take that long to... I don't know. I don't understand that. And some people will do that for, like, a month before a con. I just don't... Like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, I'm just gonna say this. If I stop masturbating, I lose interest in sex. Like, it just stops for me. It goes away. Like, literally, my body's just like, oh, okay, I guess that's not a thing anymore. And it's just like... I don't know.
Oh, I still have a penis? Oh, I didn't even realize I did.
No.
Oh, that's what the thing's used for again. I completely forgot. I mean, it's been so long.
Completely forgot. Has resurfaced a connection between abstinence and fascism. Abstinence and fascism? With some participants going as far as to harass and threaten pornographers online with calls to, quote, kill all pornographers. 5 days into Triple N, porn pornographers X-Hamsters, or porn platform X-Hamsters, sent a tweet about Triple N and NoFap, a similar group, calling them anti-sex killjoys who are peddling bad science. And here's the tweet from them saying, yes, no fapper, hashtag no fappers, hashtag no, god damn it.
No fappers.
This year we're bringing it, hashtag nut November, hashtag yes fap, hashtag porn is good for you, refuse to let anti-sex killjoys like at fight the new drug. What am I reading?
Fight the new drug.
Fight the new... whatever. People piled onto this tweet with anti-Semitic images, hateful replies, and threats to kill pornographers. One image warned of so-called dangers of pornography by calling for capital punishment of porn makers. And here's a picture of that.
Oh my god. Codename Fighters.
Did you click the Twitter account?
Yeah. says, we are the movement for love, non-religious, non-legislative, non-profit fundraising awareness for harmful effects of porn.
Oh my God.
Porn kills love.
How have you seen the effects of porn in your own life?
Led to great sex.
How have I seen the effects of porn? You know, I went from not really having very many friends to traveling the planet to visit people on a regular basis, having a side job and hobby, and having, like, literally thousands of people that I now know. So, porn's been great.
Hashtag stop the demand of porn.
Like, what? Married persons...
Porn fades, love lasts.
I don't know about that. I don't know about porn fades, love lasts. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's the opposite.
I think porn is like diamonds.
I think
porn is forever.
Porn kind of sticks around. I think love is a little up and down. I love this. I love this tweet. I love this tweet right here. Simply, is porn really worth it? 76 likes.
Can you like it from the FurCast?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna switch over to the oh, hold on, come on, Twitter. Stop being weird. Here we go. Let's switch to the porn Twitter and then porn Twitter, the FurCast Twitter. Here we go. Is porn really worth it? Like, okay, there we go. Now they got 77 likes. Anyway, I just don't even know. Anyway, all right. So back to the article here. People applied on this tweet with anti-Semitic images, including this one. A moderator for r/NoNutNovember subreddit told me in a Reddit private message that the challenge is all just a, quote, inside joke. No one is seriously calling for the deaths of pornographers, they told me. They also don't approve of the hateful behavior. Quote, we do not tolerate bullying or targeting anyone, adult entertainers included, but we will take appropriate measures to counter the kinds of behavior. But honestly, we have not seen anything like this before, they said.
Can I just say this something doesn't seem right here for a second? If you look at this tweet, it says, is porn empowering for women? Why or why not? 5% yes, 83% no way, 12% no opinion. See results. It says 5 comments, 3 retweets, 3 likes.
Right.
And has 372 votes. Statistically, that seems a little off.
Seems like Twitter's algorithms are a little pent up there. All the people participating in helping to organize No Nut November, related communities who agreed to talk to me for this story, condemned calls for violence and said that they would ban such behavior in their own community. But the followers of anti-masturbation and anti-porn belief systems that have been expressing similarly violent ideology for decades, there's a real and concerning connection between the far-right racism, white nationalism, and anti-masturbation or anti-porn beliefs. I do kind of believe that.
Watching porn is cheating on your partner. 80% said yes.
Okay. What the fuck?
6% no, 14 no opinion. 469 results.
That is so rigged.
15 likes.
That's bullshit. The far-right organization Proud Boys, for an example.
Proud Boys.
Proud Boys.
That sounds like a really overprivileged white club.
For example, has a severe anti-masturbation stance and recently instigated a violent brawl in Manhattan. Okay, whoa, these are links. Hold on.
Wait a second, these are links.
New Proud Boy rules. Less fighting, less wanking. What the fuck? Why? Man, I wish I had this much time. Jeez. The man who shot 2 women to death in a Florida yoga studio earlier this month was a self-identified involuntary incel. Oh, so they're talking about incels. Okay, yeah, those fucking crazy people. A community of men who resent women for denying them sex. Incels specifically hate yoga pants and other forms of dress they consider a part of a, quote, agenda to keep men in perpetual state of horniness.
Maybe if you just jerked off, you'd be fine.
Maybe if you just masturbated, this wouldn't be a problem, but no. This week, Thought Audit, hashtag Thought, T-H-O-T, audit, went viral on Twitter after misogynists online threatened to send the Internal Revenue Service after sex workers in a viral harassment campaign. Oh, so they threatened to report sex workers. Okay. It is reasonable to assume that many of the people who are posting threats against X Hamster are, quote, just joking and don't intend to actually harm anybody, but if the rise of white supremacists to the real world from fringe internet communities of the last few years has taught us anything, it's that we can't dismiss threats to a marginalized people just because they're shared online. There is a growing anti-sex worker sentiment that is growing in the same right-wing online circles, and much of it is wrapped around regressive ideas around masturbation. And if the people in the adult entertainment industry say they're being threatened, we need to start listening to them now and not wait until their threats are carried out. It's a very good point. We have not seen anything like this before, quote unquote. What struck us the most about Pornographers Must Die meme was not necessarily the call to violence, which we discounted because it was social media after all, but the production quality of the meme. Alex Hawkins, a spokesperson for X Hamster, told me in an email, quote, this wasn't something that was casually produced. Hawkins said that when he shared the hateful images on Twitter, the account was immediately hit with hundreds of responses on social media that were, quote, virulently anti-Semitic. X Hamster tweeted the images in a response as a response to the threats. Quote, almost immediately we were hit with hundreds of responses on social media. One image tweeted at X Hamster suggests that the porn industry is part of the vast Jewish conspiracy. What?
So Nazis don't like porn.
What the fuck? The No Orgasm Challenge group, No Nut November and just a user on Reddit, told me in a direct message that the subreddit mods do not approve of the hateful behavior. We're not trying to make this challenge as fun. We're trying to make this challenge as fun as possible, and it's mainly more of an inside joke than a political movement. We do not tolerate bullying, targeting anybody included. We're honestly not seeing anything like this before. Once the challenge is over in the beginning of December, our winners will probably go back to enjoying adult entertainment in its full glory, so I don't think there's anything to worry about with the claims about attack on pornographers. No fap, no nut, and semen retention. Semen retention. Explained, there are many different iterations of masturbation orgasm abstinence, including no fap, semen retention, and no nut November. The lines get a little blurry between each group, but aside from the basic rule of abstaining from orgasm, their tenets are distinctly different. No fap is a movement that started in 2011 as a spin-off subreddit from a Reddit thread r/totally learned. Or today I learned. Okay.
Today I learned.
Today, I'm sorry, guys. r/today I learned. Good subreddit, by the way. A Reddit thread on r/today I learned about testosterone increases during masturbation abstinence that made it to the front page. It claims to be a sexual health platform, according to its website, with the goal of helping people who want to quit masturbation or avoid pornography for health reasons. Quote, we have always maintained that the best way to combat pornography's negative effects is through educational resources that will give individuals the information that they need to make informed decisions about their consumption of pornographic material. A spokesperson for r/nofap, who I contacted via Reddit, told me in an email. I'm telling you all right now, for anybody watching the show, please masturbate. Just do it. Okay? Anyway, semen retention community takes a similarly health-focused stance on abstaining from orgasm, but claims to be neither anti-sex nor anti-masturbation. It's part of Tantra and Taoist sexual practices to have sex without ejaculation. A mod for r/semen retention told me in a Reddit message. Oh, so they pull out, basically.
No, without ejaculation. So dry orgasm.
So they're saying they want that? But they're saying to have sex without... It's part of Tantra and Taoist sexual practices to have sex without ejaculation.
Yeah, it's called a dry orgasm.
Yeah, but you can't always control that.
That's their whole point, is their Tantra is to control that.
To control that. Oh,
so that they don't have to ejaculate. They can literally have an orgasm without ejaculating.
That sounds dumb, but okay. Despite the claims that avoiding orgasm is good for you, there's been no research to prove that there are any benefits to avoiding pornography or ejaculation. In fact, when it comes to libido and porn, a 2015 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed the opposite, that watching pornography increases desire for a partner. I would agree with that. As a furry, I would definitely agree with that. Unlike NoFap and semen retention, No Nut November focuses on the temporary challenge of not nutting.
Not nutting.
Not nutting. Not K-N-O-T, just N-O-T.
Just not nutting.
Not nutting. Instead of any purported health benefits. A plan on No Shave November, which challenges participants to grow facial hair throughout the month of the charity. NNN, or Triple N, is a group exercise and orgasm control. A group exercise and orgasm. Humans are fucking stupid. Can I just say that right now? Like, this is just one of those moments where I'm just going, it's one of those just moments where you're like, wow, people are fucking dumb. Like, imagine a bunch of animals getting together and just being like, yeah, guys, let's just, like, not masturbate as a joke. I don't understand. The rules in the subreddit say that men and top-tier ladies abstain from masturbating until the clock strikes 12 a.m. on December 1st. But later says that non-ejaculatory masturbation and pre-cum are allowed, and that orgasms, not masturbation, are what disqualifies you.
Disqualified!
Oh, it's like, oh, that feels good. Oh, stop. Oh, shit. Ah, shit, I lost!
Can you please search on YouTube the disqualified from fucking Rick and Morty? I just want one of those to be like somehow transported. Like you sign up.
Disqualified?
Yeah.
And where is it in this?
Might just be the.
Actually, wait, hold on. There's another clip. Oh, here it is. 5 seconds. Oh, it's this one.
Disqualified.
You signed up for the contest. Disqualified.
Wow. The r/no.november rules, the phrase top tier ladies sticks out. That's because it's also used frequently on 4chan, especially on /poll and gaming or anime boards to describe women who are deemed acceptable to the men posting.
4chan has always been a cancer, so I mean...
Yeah, 4chan is a cancer. The brief history of orgasm abstinence, okay, and then it goes into history.
The history of abstinence.
In
1933, the psychologist Wilhelm Reich wrote The Mass Psychology of Fascism.
In 1933, psychiatrist Wilhelm Reich wrote The Mass of Psychology of Fascism, or I believe a book, which attempted to explain the success of authoritarian systems and ultimately the popularity of Nazism over communism at the time through sexual repression.
You missed a paragraph before this, and oh my fucking god.
I'll let you take over here, but you can have a turn.
Graham crackers are supposed to be boner reduction.
Wait, what?
This is the paragraph you skipped over.
I was just scrolling around. I didn't. Okay.
Graham crackers are supposed to be boner reducers because they're boring. You got a hard boner, eat a graham cracker. You'll feel better.
This gives a whole new meaning to s'mores at s'mores at what is it? Boy Scouts.
Oh. Denying oneself orgasm in pursuit of some higher goal or ideals of sexual purity is not a new movement. Through the 1700s, philosophers including Immanuel Kant regarded masturbation as an illness or a symptom of one. And then later, John Harvey Kellogg and Reverend Sylvester Graham invented bland foods for a diet they thought would dissuade masturbation. Cornflakes and graham crackers
were meant to be so boring they killed boners. These beliefs were often connected with Christian groups or justified using a mix of scientific thinking and religion.
So next time you're eating a bowl of cornflakes or graham crackers, no more you know.
I kind of want to search cornflakes on E621 now.
It's gonna be there. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Oh no, it's the
No, 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 put that away. Put it away. I don't know looking. Put it away. I don't want to know more. I don't want to know more.
It's the Kellogg's mascot.
No more. No
being
more.
Being abused. Okay, we're gonna not look at the. We need some graham crackers.
Can you search graham cracker now?
Oh, hold on, I spelled it. G-R-A. Is it? Hold on.
Graham. Graham. Graham cracker.
Yeah, Graham. Thanks, English.
Graham cracker.
All right. Graham cracker. Here we go. Oh, I got one.
Oh, one.
What the fuck It's like for those who can't see it,
My Little Pony.
It's a pony from MLP with corn syrup or chocolate syrup being poured on it, and there's a graham cracker with little heart eyes.
I'm surprised that's the only graham cracker.
And then there's a comment or description says delicious pinky. Words cannot even begin to describe how awesome and adorable this is, says the top comment or the only comment. Okay. Oh, there's whipped cream. Oh, here we go. Graham cracker.
There's one.
Let's see, chocolate syrup. Yeah, graham cracker. There's only one.
Search graham, just in case, with an asterisk.
No. What if we do What if we just do Kellogg's? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Kellogg. Oh, it's just a furry named Kellogg. I'm confused. Okay, here's Dad right here. Frosted Flakes. Oh, no. Frosted Flakes, of course, there's going to be a ton of stuff.
It's Kellogg's. There you go.
Oh, no, there's a lot. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Recently, anti-masturbation anti-porn has found its home again. With the rise of white supremacists and the return of popularity of unfascist ideals, one of the tenets of the Proud Boys is no wanks.
Hashtag no wanks. Meaning masturbation is forbidden and a sign of weakness. What the fuck? Individual Proud Boys may find that giving up.
I'm more upset at that term. Like, not much like gets me to anger, but like, someone just like furries have good boy, but Proud Boy, it just makes me want to like punch you. Like, I just, I don't know, I don't know why. It's just like, I'm Proud Boy. I'm gonna punch you.
Oh, Proud Boy, go fuck yourself.
That's my only response I have to that. It's just like it like induces.
I'm a Proud Boy. Well, I'm a member of Proud Boys. I don't masturbate.
It just makes me angry. I don't know. I cannot figure out why, but just hearing the term Proud Boy, it aggravates me.
They're starting to tie this into the KKK. Oh, no.
God, No Nut November goes deep.
Oh, my God.
Do you have the X-Files theme?
I do. Here we go.
I never knew it went this far.
I'm just gonna keep playing it.
But perhaps the worst of these, the most relevant No Nut November, and the meme that they're resurfacing is white supremacist and former Ku Klux Klan wizard Dave Duke stance on masturbation, as clinical psychologist David Lee wrote in October. It's just that pornography was a Jewish conspiracy intended to serve the weapon of revenge against European white men and societies.
Oh my God. Duke argues that masturbation in fiction and films is a metaphor for Jewish behavior and cites Breitbart and alleged... What the...
The anti-masturbation crusaders. I like the Knights of the Crusades. Wow, they got demoted.
It's going to change.
Nobody fears the masturbation inquisition.
They fucking invade regions and just tell
the Holy Knights from guarding the...
Careful, the Holy Knights will see you masturbate.
Let them watch.
There's like Holy Knights marching through the streets.
Give me the Holy Grail, I'll give them some.
What the fuck? His impression of them is that they're fixated on racial purity by way of sexual purity.
No, that's Ku Klux Klan racist bullshit.
I don't even want to read that. Like, just fuck that. Anyway.
I asked NoFap and the semen retention moderators. Semen retention moderators.
Oh, hi. My name. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm a semen retention moderator. I have 3 years experience, semen retention moderating.
We have a backlog of work, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we have a backlog of work. I learned a lot on the job.
We always seem to be behind. And then in spurts, we move forward.
Yeah. We go back and forth a lot.
A lot of indecisiveness.
Lots of ups and downs. I'm not ready for this. Like, I don't even know.
When you get overwhelmed, somebody just getting a good reach around.
I love the last paragraph in this. There's very little hard science around the effects of masturbation on your health, but at the end of the day, you should do what you want with your body and your jizz as long as it's not hurting anybody else. If you don't want to masturbate or watch pornography, that's your business, but be aware that sharing anti-pornography memes and attacking pornographers online is supporting a cause that is much bigger and more harmful than your dick.
What about your balls?
Well said, motherboard. Or whoever wrote this. Who did write this, by the way? What does it say? Samantha Cole.
Well, obviously, you know, all these white supremacists that
the same journalist that wrote I Asked Some Furries whether the new Sonic Hedgehog is hot or not. Literally, Samantha Cole up there, and then Samantha Cole. Well, shout out to Samantha Cole for being freaking cool. That's awesome. I'm ready to move on to, like, not white supremacist porn conspiracies now. Can we read a normal article? Anyway.
Smashes words that are used to describe violence in industry. They don't describe sex. Just want to smash.
Somebody was suggesting that instead of the X-Files theme, we should also get the, what is it? Yes. We should also play this every once in a while. I agree.
This is the original one.
Yeah, that's the original one.
I think there's another one that's...
This one, maybe?
Might sound a little better. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Unlock this door with
the voice actor for this was from Rochester, New York.
Oh, really?
Yep.
An hour away? Yeah. Or 1962, wow. Yeah, it goes...
Oh, I love the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
You are now entering the Twilight Zone.
Anyway.
I was gonna say, obviously, all these people, white supremacists, that feel that they, masturbation, obviously should just, get neutered. They don't have to worry about it at all.
Yeah,
like dogs,
Yeah,
dogs are too wild.
If you need your genitals to feel good about yourself, then that just means you're weak, white supremacists.
Yeah,
get on that.
Obviously.
Yeah, you don't need a penis to be a man.
Or balls either.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, they're just useless there.
Yeah.
They're just causing you harm anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Somebody could kick you in the balls. Can't kick you in the balls if you don't have any.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's why the Nazis should just participate in No Balls November.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Glad we got that solved.
That was
Glad we
easy.
figured that out. Yeah, that was easy. All the white supremacists are just like, wow, what a great idea. That'd be great.
Didn't take much thought at all for me.
All right. Do you have something else you wanted to go for? Could let me know what type of music you need.
When he dies and sustains extensive brain damage after attempting a soy sauce cleanse.
Oh, I think I heard about this. It was like a neti pot type thing that she tried to do.
Well, someone tried to give themselves soy sauce aminos too, which for those who don't know, soy sauce is pretty much sodium, which is pretty much salt.
But it's also not just salt, so that's the other thing. Like, you're putting a food product in your...
No, the salt part is the big thing. That's what... You need a salt balance in your body.
Yeah.
So you can't have too much, you can't have too little. That's why the person that drank gallons of water died, because they were just drinking regular water.
Yeah. It's similar to, well, it's also the opposite of drinking distilled water, which is also bad for you. Yeah.
So you need salt to form your ions in your blood.
Somebody in chat, Talon Science Dragon says no risk of testicular cancer without testes.
Exactly.
Again, yeah. This is a great idea for white supremacists, really.
They're saving lives right there.
Yeah.
All the lives lost from masturbating, they don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah. FurCast, saving the lives of white supremacy through castration.
Neutering. It's nice.
Neutering. Yeah,
castration just sounds harsh.
Yeah, well, they're men. They can handle it.
Well, some of them are dogs.
Neutering is for the weak.
Anyhow.
Moving on to something also horrible.
In case you need another reason to be skeptical of some trendy diets and cleanses, YouTube medical channel Chibi Moo has shared a post describing the case of a 39-year-old American woman, of course American woman, in no other country is... I'm sorry, one thing America's great for is diets.
That's true, but I also do feel bad for this person because I don't think they intended, obviously for it to be this bad, but...
Yeah, but...
Yeah, so a really quick thing for those who...
Survival of the fittest a little bit here. I mean, there are certain things that's like, oh man, that bleach will help clean out... Oh, that bleach cleans my sink really well. Obviously, I should drink bleach and it'll clean me out really well.
Actually,
yeah, go ahead, right there.
No. You gotta mix the bleach with ammonia.
Oh,
that's what does it.
That's like real good.
That's how it's really good stuff.
No, that's for cleaning your floors, not for cleaning your insides.
Yeah, you gotta get it everywhere. Spread it as much as possible.
So when you want to clean the inside, you just take bleach, you just put it into a glass, drinking glass, you just chug it, and then you gotta chug it fast because then it just cleans everything out really fast.
There you go. Yeah,
that's.
But
it's proven by doctors.
For it's the
only time you'll ever have to diet again.
So actual advice besides don't, by the way, mix bleach and ammonia.
And don't drink bleach.
There's a reason stores put them in different aisles. Anyway,
you mean they're not food?
No. So a neti pot. I've done neti pot stuff a lot. And what it is it's this little, it almost looks like a little teapot. And the idea is you put like a water, usually a little bit of salt water, and you can run it. It's got a little spout on it, and you put it up your nose, and you hold your head over a sink, and the water runs up through your sinuses and out the other nostril.
It bothers me a lot.
It's a little cringy, but then what you do is you grab a paper towel, you blow your nose, and it clears all your sinuses out. When you're sick, it is one of the best feelings in the world. But, boil the water first, then cool it off.
Just use... Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Just go out and buy distilled water. Please, don't use tap water.
Yeah, for that.
Because you'll get brain-eating amoeba.
Like this person did.
No, this is a different person.
Actually, I don't know, would boiling it help in all cases? Because if it's like a bacteria, it would. But if it's,
I don't know what the survival temperature of a brain-eating amoeba is, but I'm assuming boiling it, you're fine. And anyhow, brain-eating amoeba only affects people with weakened immune systems anyway, because you're mostly exposed to it by any kind of fresh water. You try to jump in and stir up the sediment. So if you go in and jump into a pond, most likely there's brain-eating amoeba in it. But most of our bodies can just kill it off.
There's also the brain-blood barrier thing.
Doesn't matter. If it goes through your nose, you can go right through.
I don't know. Point is, if you're interested in
Have you ever watched Monsters Inside Me? Fresh water is scary as fuck.
If you're interested in doing any of these things, do your fucking research. That's probably the biggest.
Yeah, don't put water up your nose. That's tap water. Because
don't put
with a weakened immune system.
Yeah.
Or just watch Monsters Inside Me and you'll learn.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Boiling only helps for certain things. But I think like certain proteins you can survive. I forget what it is. Anyway.
No, story. And your story that's different from my story. Your story was about a woman that used a neti pot with tap water and ended up getting brain-eating amoeba, had severe headaches, and then they thought it was a tumor, and then they turned out that half of her brain was slush.
God. Anyway.
Yeah. Nature's fucking terrifying.
It is.
It's not even human depravity. That's just nature. Nature's fucked up. Anyhow, back to soy sauce.
Back to ramen noodles.
What's funny is we have a liter thing of soy sauce downstairs.
We do. We have a huge fucking thing of soy sauce. Is it dark soy or light soy? I think it's dark soy. Protein.
I've never had light soy.
Narok says protein.
Light soy as in like not the color of dark soy or?
I forget if the color is slightly different, but it's they're just two slightly different. The way they brew it or whatever is different.
I know there's light soy that has less sodium in it, and then there's the regular original soy that has a lot of sodium.
No, I think they're just different flavors.
Oh.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know the reason to be skeptical of trendy diets and cleanses, YouTube 39-year-old woman who ended up in a permanent brain damage after attempting a soy sauce colon cleanse. So don't stick soy sauce up your butt.
Yeah, don't do that.
You get a salty surprise.
I don't know. Because, like, salt is a good word for, like, drama. I wouldn't call that drama. I would call that death. And you can't have drama
without death?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Drama without death. Oh.
Okay.
Street babies.
Yeah, street babies. Oh, thanks, Alkali.
Shh. We're not supposed to reveal that information.
Oh, that's right. Shh. Shh.
Poor street babies. People just need to stop sticking things up their butt.
I have an article about that. Literally.
Tis the season!
I have an article about that. It's relevant.
Merry Christmas!
I'll show it on the screen. There we go. I think that's Photoshop, but because like you can see the different. Well, maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I'm more impressed they got that in intact without breaking it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
We'll see.
Oh. Back to soy sauce.
All right, we'll get to that article in a little bit, guys.
Unfortunately, details of the case are impossible to confirm, but if true, they serve as a soberingly cautious tale. According to the vlogger, who identifies as a licensed medical provider named Bernard, the woman presented to the emergency room in Illinois' medical district in 2012 with symptoms indicating of rapid deteriorating cognitive functions. After taking history of speaking with the patient's husband, the attending physicians learned that the woman had consumed a liter of soy sauce earlier that day.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, wait another minute. Okay. They consumed a liter of soy sauce.
Through their anus. So I feel like maybe it's the American education system that's failing us. Maybe it's a mixture of those things.
Stupid fucking Americans.
Stupid fucking Americans.
I don't know.
Because you have like different places, like your eye, which leads straight to your blood. So anything absorbed into your eye goes straight into your bloodstream. Your nasal cavity, again, straight into your bloodstream. If you ingest things in your mouth, no, it does not go into your bloodstream, just from your mouth. So, nasal passages, eyeballs, and rectum. I'm not sure about the urethra. I'm assuming maybe, but I'm not sure because I don't talk about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you're putting in there. Don't.
This article, by the way, has categories for every orifice, and I would suggest we just skip down to vagina and rectum.
Why not penis?
I mean, if you want to do penis, you can, but we are no sound.
For educational purposes here, I will say, your rectum gets absorbed straight back into your blood. So that's why people are like, oh, haha, do a butt shot. Don't do a butt shot. Never do a butt shot.
Pharaoh 2018, don't do a butt shot.
Which is always joked because I think someone did it at con or something like that at one point where they soaked tampons in alcohol and shoved them up their butt.
No, don't do that. It's really bad.
You'll get drunk really fast. So fast that you won't realize how fast you're getting drunk. Because you're putting alcohol, it's like taking a needle and injecting alcohol straight into your bloodstream. You're not passing it through any of your digestive tract. You are literally putting alcohol into your blood, increasing your blood alcohol content by direct contact.
Yeah.
Anyway, soy sauce, salt, soy sauce, rectum, soy sauce, bloodstream, soy sauce, salt, bloodstream. There you go.
I like your little work through that. That was good.
Soy sauce contains 5,493 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. You looking for something?
Yeah, I was looking for don't worry about it.
And a 1 liter bottle of soy sauce of fluid weighs more than 1,200 grams. So think about that. So that's 12 times 5,493 milligrams to approximately relates to 66 grams of salt.
Right.
66 grams, not milligrams, grams.
Well, the other thing to think about too is like, you know, when they measure your blood alcohol content, and I believe, what is the regulation in most U.S. states? Isn't it 0.08?
That's fully intoxicated. Anything point past 0.06 is usually intoxicated.
Yeah, 0.06. So that's and I believe that's 0.06%, right?
Back blood alcohol content. So it's
I forget.
I think it's percentage of your alcohol into your blood. So like all of the blood that you have, which I think is about 4 or 5 liters.
Yeah. How much of it? What percent of it is alcohol? Which you need a very, very small amount, to the point where you can't even drive, or you're not supposed to drive. So, yeah.
Being 0.06, actually, to be honest, I've been 0.0 because I still have a medical grade breathalyzer. I think it can get replaced or refurbished because you're supposed to get it serviced every year. And I haven't.
Yeah.
Being 0.08, I could never imagine getting in any vehicle.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, people don't realize how, like, when I took people's, like, blood alcohol tests, like, after an hour of them stopping drinking and they thought they were really drunk, they were usually, like, 0.04, 0.05. And they're like, no, that can't be right. And I'm like, no, that's kind of right. That's right about where you're at.
In the chat room.
What?
Kaiwana says, rectum, I barely knew him. And then Nurok says, my blood alcohol content is pretty high right now, TBH. People, we get it. You're drinking and watching the show. Glad that's working out for you. Don't drive.
Well, that's how Russians don't freeze. Their blood alcohol is just absolutely, it's like actual blood to alcohol content, not it's actually.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's content of alcohol to blood, sorry.
Yeah.
So their bloodstream is pretty much mainly 80% vodka and then like 20% blood. Which we don't have him to confirm, but I think he would confirm.
Yeah. Probably.
So they wear shirts, t-shirts, everything. It says like the vodka in their bodies is just like pure antifreeze. So it's they can.
Let's just drink some antifreeze and go outside. They just call it antifreeze.
According to the U.S.'s past history of salt-related fatalities. I just want to let that sink in there for a second.
Oh, Mom, I got a job. Oh, honey, where'd you get your job?
Documenting all the salt-related fatalities.
I'm documenting how salt kills people. Oh, honey, I was thinking of having some ramen. No!
It's actually like, he thinks that it's like a salt truck that hit a building, like 30 dead because of salt.
Has nothing to do with the salt, but it's a salt-related fatality.
It is a salt-related fatality. Like if a bag of salt, let's just think a bag of salt fell off the shelf and just crushed a small child. Would that be a salt-related fatality?
Yeah, I don't know. They have like meetings where they argue about this. Well, I think they have to have the salt in their body. Well, it was all over them when the bag exploded. Well, it's still not a salt fatality. Well, why not?
It's low. According to past cases of salt-related fatalities in the U.S., adults can die after ingesting as little as 25 grams of sodium.
Okay, Mountain Dew. Sodium, 60 milligrams. Okay, I'm good.
Coke. 45 milligrams.
Ah.
I mean, if you go drink half a liter of that soy sauce through your ass.
Yeah.
Because you pretty much could drink half a liter of that soy sauce and still be okay because you're going to digest it. It's going to go through your liver and you're going to piss most of it out.
Yeah, not only that, but that's the thing. Your body is good at somewhat determining when it does and doesn't need things.
So you could still drink a lot of salt and then you can just piss a lot of salt out.
Yeah, it's still not healthy for you, but you'd survive.
But when you just
you'd probably be very uncomfortable.
But if you just
survive.
agape your anus and pour salt into your ass.
Don't be such a salt ass. Anyway.
Don't make salted dildos, that's all.
I hate this article so much.
I just want to know more salt-related fatalities. To make matters worse, the woman identified as CG was already in a fragile state of health as she had been apparently eating only canned fish and white bread.
So she probably also had a high mercury content.
For the past 6 months and lost 25 pounds in the past 3 weeks. Additionally, CG has been released from the psychiatric hospital, for experts believe that she had schizophrenia along with paranoia. However, she did not respond to any of the medication. Lo and behold, because it wasn't either of those things, just salt.
Yeah.
For Bernard's recap, CG told her husband that her heart began to race after drinking the soy sauce, but she then resisted the urge to drink any water. When she arrived home, she began to stumble, lost her ability to speak intelligibly, and then lost consciousness. Her husband called an ambulance, and on the way to the hospital, CG's heart stopped beating, but she was resuscitated. Later found out that she was also using the soy sauce as an enema as well. Soy sauce cleanse. That's...
No.
Let me just drink half this bottle of soy sauce and then just pour the other half of this bottle into my ass.
Yeah, this is
to
awful.
Help it meet both ways. Not how that works.
Yeah.
It's a weird suicide, though.
I'm really done with this article.
You leave a suicide note with just an empty bottle of soy sauce. With a funnel? No other explanation?
No.
How'd he die? I believe he shat soy sauce.
No. Stop. No. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I don't like it. Anyway, this is almost over.
I want it to be.
I really want it to be.
Once she arrived at the ER, the doctors learned what they were dealing with. She was treatment for acute hypernatremia. As a standard for this condition, the intervention involved an IV of 5% dextrose sugar water, fluid with lower cellular concentration than fluid body tissues. Essentially, when one digests large quantities of salt, the cells lining in the digestive tract automatically begin to expel all their water to match the solution balance of the fluid within the tract. I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, your cells will literally begin to break down because they literally expel all of their water and shrivel up.
Which is one of the reasons that salt water can be useful for certain things like sore throats, like if you gargle salt water. But you notice you're supposed to gargle the salt water, not drink the salt water.
In extreme cases like this, patient become dangerously dehydrated as her organs, muscles, and eventually her brain dump out so much water that they can no longer function. After the dextrose treatment, which caused the tissues to automatically uptake water, so she began to stabilize but drifted in and out of consciousness. YouTube episodes note that she finally regained consciousness 4 days after being in the hospital. She was yet unable to move her limbs and showed difficulty speaking and swallowing due to the types of extensive brainstem nerve damage caused by the central pontine melanosis.
Okay.
During the COVID, paranoid delusions led to her belief that she was being poisoned by the government. After researching how to rid her body of toxins, she came across various online sources touting dangerously ignorant claims of drinking soy sauce and soy sauce enemas that could achieve this. How do you escape the government's grasp?
That's
Chinese soy sauce. Gets those American toxins right out.
They can't track you.
Says it's Chinese.
They can't track you. You got Asian juice in you.
You can't track the Asian juice. I needed to repeat that statement.
They can't track you. How do I stop the government from tracking you? Oh, just get all the communist liquids in you.
They can't.
It reflects the capitalist radar.
I'm more even just thinking about the fact that called soy sauce like an Asian juice, like for breakfast in the morning instead of a glass of orange juice. I'll take the Asian juice.
Asian juice, part of a complete breakfast.
It's just a fucking glass.
They're just pouring it on cereal. It's awful. Oh, honey nut soy. Honey nut soy. Honey nut soy. Fuck. Now I'm just thinking of cereals with the soy sauce. And it's disgusting.
I want apple juice. No, you get Asian juice.
Commie liquids. Somebody, and then Nurok says, wait, that's vodka. That's what I'm drinking. Thanks, Sophos, for adding that quote. Anyway.
For the record, for anyone who's thinking of doing such a thing, the human body does not need to be cleansed of any toxins. It is already quite good at disposing of all of the cellular debris and chemical byproducts, though, through many of the processes of the liver and kidneys in our systems. And if these organs are not doing their job properly, or even in the fanciest of green smoothies and herbal tinctures, won't pick up the slack. Dialysis and organ transplant will help, however.
Yeah. All right. All right, so the next article is I'm just gonna read the title. Let me just get some appropriate music for this, and then we'll get going on it. How about this? We'll do this one. All right, ready, guys, for the holiday article here. What did we get stuck in our rectums last year? This is an article. If it's Christmas, it must be time to learn what America shoved inside itself. The only worthwhile holiday tradition pushes on.
Wait, every time I think of Christmas, all I'm gonna give is how many candy canes are going into furry asses on
Fur Affinity?
Fur Affinity.
Yeah, pretty much. All reports are taken from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database of emergency room visits, and they are occasionally not for the faint of spirit. I may offer one universally good piece of advice. It may make sure the food base is flared.
Ha!
As always, enjoy objects sorted by orifice, working south. So they, of course, start with ear. I'm going to skip that. Nose, I'm going to skip that. Throat, I'm just going to skip that. Penis.
Diary keyins in throat.
I'll tell you what, we'll go back to penis a little bit if we feel like it. Let's start with vagina.
No, we got to do penis first.
Okay, you do penis
first.
Oh,
the first one. No! 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 I regret my decision!
Do you want to take back?
No! No!
FurCast FM is not a supporter of sounding. I know some of you are into that.
Oh my god, the first one! Ah!
We're not.
The worst part is I read the line and then I thought it.
Yeah, I know. Just
read the line, and the visualization came in, and then I was like, well, what size? And I was like, oh no. At first I was thinking drywall, and then I was thinking, oh no, it could be small, like computer laptop, and then all of the different sizes that someone would consider small ran through my head along with penis.
The first one under penis is bullet point, a little screw. Just a little screw. Somebody said they feel like you'd make similar screams if it was happening to you.
I probably. But anytime someone ever comes to my penis with a small screw, it's not going to happen.
Don't read the second to last one. Don't read it.
Second bullet point, a sharp toy. No. That one's good. It's a sharp toy.
Can we save the audience? Can we save the FurCast audience from this one?
Nope.
No, I
am not saving anyone. I've had to read it. I am not saving anyone from it. I had to visualize it. It went through my mind. It went through my optical nerve to my brain. It is stored in short-term memory. It is not leaving my mind for any time soon, and everyone else has to suffer for that too.
Okay. The second to last one is really okay. We're gonna
4-inch long metal sex toy.
Let's read through these, and then we'll warn you guys.
Plastic spoon.
Plastic spoon. How? Okay, but we're gonna warn you guys when we get to that one, and you guys can mute for like 5 or 10 seconds.
No, I'm not. Nope, they can't. I'm not even surprised them. Piece of domino.
Piece of domino.
So I was talking about a full domino.
Piece of plastic shampoo.
Wait,
bottle.
no, wait. I think so. It has to be the full domino, like a piece to domino, the board game, like the table game.
Oh yeah.
Like a full domino.
Okay, warning.
No, okay,
Here it
so
comes. Mute. Everybody mute.
Plastic shampoo bottle. That's what it is.
No, not that one, but mute.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not. It was a. We move on to the next one. Vagina.
You're gonna skip it.
Yeah, for the penis one, it was put a paperclip through your urethra and puncture through the shaft of the penis.
Ah! Okay, I'm gonna hold my thumbs up. People can unmute on the screen. Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Maybe he just had some papers that he needed to clip. Like documentation to show how the penis worked.
All right, let's go to vagina.
Maybe you're not going to leave the very last one of penis?
I'll let you read it. You're the cable guy.
Coaxial cable. Is this how cable works?
I can't see it, but I feel it.
Is it? Keep going. You're almost through. Woo!
Ooh, that's a lot of channel bonds. All right, vagina. Scented soap. Deodorant lid.
I'm gonna let you leave that third one there for a second. You're gonna have to read that third one. I know you saw it and you don't want to, but you're gonna have to read it because it's in fucking quotation marks.
Quote, was cleaning self in shower when found a tampon in vagina. Concerned that there is another tampon in vagina. Okay. Bottle cap. Penis ring with spikes on it.
I almost lost one of those.
A piece of rusty metal. Oh, hope you got your tetanus shot. Silicone balls, patient states, is for, quote, for when your husband leaves town.
A ball.
A ball.
Bike reflector.
Bike reflector. No,
nope. You picked vagina. You get to read it.
So bad.
You get to read it.
Inserted non-birth control sponge in vagina so she could swim. What the fuck? Headphones. Hot towel.
When their baby wants to hear music, you stick headphones in.
Clay, candlestick, lava.
Wait, no, you gotta read that quotation one. You cannot skip these ones.
Well, I'm trying. Audience, I am trying to save you.
I'm not letting you save them.
Farrah's not letting me.
You chose to read this.
Well, was having sexual intercourse with boyfriend when he put phone and money in vagina. Clay.
Can you dwell on that for just a second?
Okay.
Because what led up to that point? Hold on, I need to store my things. Phone and money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Lollipop. Using massaging urethral vaginal stone balls and the string holding 15 balls together dissolved can only find 14 balls. That description. Using massaging urethral vaginal stone balls, the string holding the 15 balls dissolved can only find 14 balls. No. Toy magic rod.
And now, for what all you depraved motherfuckers...
Wow, rectum is really long. There's a lot. There's a lot under rectum.
What? People got stuck up their ass last year. Or this year.
Oh, God.
End of the year.
Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm not ready.
This is why you should just buy dildos online. You'll save yourself much medical expenses. And yes, the dildos are, you know, expensive at times. But, you know, a doctor's visit when you got, you know, a jar of mayonnaise stuck up your ass is going to be more expensive than that bad dragon dildo that you really wanted. So, I mean...
The one that got away? The missing ball?
I like the one that got away.
Oh, that's how game inventories work. Bag of holding.
Rectum.
Oh, no.
Golf ball. For when you really want to polish, but you didn't find one of those washers out in the golf field. Peanut butter jar. The dog was a little too willing. That's a full jar of peanut butter. Why'd you need a full jar of peanut butter up your ass?
Yeah.
There's a lot of peanut butter.
Oh, they get bad. They get worse.
Spray bottle. See, when I think of that, I wish it was the opposite of what I'm thinking. Like, I wish it was the non-spray head portion of the spray bottle.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't get stuck. So I know for a fact that someone saw a spray bottle and was like, huh.
It was like
the pump squid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to sit on this side of it. Challenge accepted.
You know, the worst part, too, is that like it probably had dangerous chemicals in the bottle, too, beforehand. Anyway.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. All right.
A curtain rod, when you just really want to make everything look pretty. Stuck a toy up rectum because he thought he was constipated.
I love this one.
Toothbrush.
And then
toothbrush holder.
No.
Well, I lost the toothbrush in there, and I figured, well, if I grabbed the holder, it would snap in. So I started just pushing the holder in to get that toothbrush out, and I lost that too. Floss container. Mouthwash bottle. How? How do you lose a full bottle? At a party, having fun with his male friends, when one put a shot glass up his ass.
Small wooden knick-knack?
Okay. Party time. I've been to a lot of parties.
Okay.
A lot of parties.
Mr. Andrews attested, you know what my ass needs? A shower curtain.
I can't think of any party I've went to, and I've found myself walking into some very kinky parties.
You and I both have been to parties where, like, people are doing drugs, people are, like, you know, bad.
I've walked in on anything you could imagine being possible at parties, from cons to normal adventures outside of cons to everything in between.
Yeah.
At no point in any party that I've gone to did a bunch of people drinking go, huh, shot glass. Let's take this, we bend over, and we're going to shove it up your ass.
Nope, not once.
Nope. Not even in a mention. Not even as a joke. Nope.
Oh, God, I'm reading ahead. Oh, no.
I just want to...
Oh, no. Why would you do that?
I feel like they're not a good friend, though, either.
No.
Because having fun with male friends. You have some very shitty fucking friends. Just saying. Small wooden knick-knack. Screwdriver. Maybe he was just trying to get that
just keep going.
metal screw out. It's plastic spork.
Plastic fork.
Sorry. Oh, I remember those. I had one of those in my pool. The toy missile.
Yeah,
but those have like a flared base thing too. I mean, because you threw it in the pool water and it would be like, and like hit the other pool wall.
I remember those. I think we had one actually. Next one. Plastic vibrating dildo cannot turn off. I think
I can't go to work today. Why? I need to go to the emergency room. Why? There's a buzzing sensation. I think it's in my stomach.
Oh my God.
Imagine sitting. I feel more bad for them because any doctor emergency room that you sit around here, you have to fill out paperwork first and then sit in the waiting room.
Yeah.
If that was still going, like, imagine just.
Oh, do you have your health insurance card?
Excuse me, sir. What's that noise? Don't worry about it. That's what I'm here for.
Sir, I need to take your blood pressure.
Sir, what are you here for? Do you hear that sound? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I put Duralast in these.
Oh no, some of these descriptions. Oh. The next one.
This is
I'm not ready for this one.
This is our species. We're depraved fucking animals that have problems getting things lost in our anal cavities. So many so that there has to be a medical journal about what new thing has been found into a human rectum each year. It's extensive. No.
Yep. I read it and I was like, no.
Attempted to dislodge a dildo from their anus using a sharpened letter opener. Moment of silence for that man.
Yeah.
May God, may he rest in peace. Cigar tube to relieve hemorrhoids.
To relieve what? Feeling lonely. Used a mascara container in a plastic bag. Tin cup. Hairbrush.
Was drinking with friends and got into experimenting. Air freshener container stuck in anus.
Marbles. Oh, God, no.
Fresh scent. So, the only way I could... No, the one that... Drinking with friends. Again. These are shitty friends.
Yeah. Pun intended.
And I feel like this probably was like not just drinking, but they were high too. And for this one, I can imagine the scenario is that one of the friends had horrible farts or something like that. Another one was like, God, you smell horrible. Why don't you stick an air freshener up their ass? And that person was like, challenge accepted, and stuck an air freshener up his ass. So I already know the scenario.
I'm really upset with you right now.
Like
I get it, but I'm upset with you because you're just
because I put logic.
You're like, yeah, I get this. Like, yeah, I can see it.
Well, I logically try to think of what went through the human's mind to lead up to that scenario. It's like it's almost like a hypothesis and a problematic, like scientific experiment that's going in my brain. Then I'm like, what were the catalysts that led to this adventure? So I'm working my story back of like, okay, here's what we have. What possibly could have led to this scenario? And while stupidity aside, there was always some sort of fucking reasoning. Be it they dumb as it may be, there's always some fucking reasoning.
Oh, we gotta get through these.
Marbles. A large bottle of shampoo. Sat in bathtub and felt something go into anus. Sat in... Cat food can.
Cat food can.
Bag of oral tobacco.
Why?
Well, because TSA. Shit's hard to get through.
Water bottle and rectum.
Does this to reduce anxiety? 3 AA batteries. 2 AAA batteries. A D battery. Patients said, have a coin up my ass from a month ago. Spare some change.
Oh, wow. This website has articles from it says, memories from every year. Every year. I'm just reading through these really fast on a previous year.
2 dildos. And an egg timer that won't go off. I love how every year has different things. I'm more impressed. I feel like there's someone out there, maybe like this is like a set of people that are like, let's compile everything that we have not done.
Vagina USB adapter. Oh, you want to charge your phone? Yeah.
Doll shoe.
No, I don't like this anymore. I'm closing this.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Merry Christmas and to all a good night.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. There's there's a holiday tradition of these on this website. I'm tired. All right.
Oh.
We're gonna go in for
game show idea. Guess what's inside your ass.
All right. You guys ready to call it a night? Or you guys? It's just you. Can we end the show?
We should probably end our show.
We should probably end the show. We'll take calls. We'll do a post show. So that'd be good. Oh wait. We do have emails. Do we want to do emails?
Yeah, if we have emails.
What we do? We're going for 2 hours 30 minutes. So it's up to you.
We'll do some emails.
All right. I'll just jump right in. just jump right in. We've been going a long time, so. You know what bothers me? You know those gummies we had earlier? Mm-hmm. I can still taste it in my teeth. It bothers me. Yeah. Let me just find the graphic for emails. There we go. Apply. There we go. All right. Lots of questions. Hello, FurCast and guests. My name is Eli? E-L-L-E-I. I would assume that's Eli. I'm a 20-year-old snow leopard. Oh, you're a snap. You're a gross snap. You're a trash can. You're a lawnmower.
I didn't know that they bite their tails just keep their tails warm or mouths warm.
That lives in the snowy mountains of Colorado.
You would.
No, appropriate. You would. I've, double space, been listening to the show for a while now, and I am currently on episode 148 and still going. I have a few questions I want to ask since I've been listening, so here they are. Sorry for the y'alls. I was raised in Texas. It's not an issue. What are y'all's opinion on people owning multiple fursuits? I currently have 1 fursuit and 2 partials, one I made myself. What is our opinion on it? I don't know. It's fine, I guess. A lot of people that we know
I
own
want to get a
multiple
second
fursuits.
suit.
Yeah, I know like a decent handful of people who know second suits.
It's
Number
more
2.
fun because it feels like it's like the joy of getting a new car.
Yeah.
Get that new fursuit smell.
Except you're getting a new body. You're destroying a creature, and then the inner alien of the creature is stepping out, and then it's grabbing a new fur suit, and putting it on, and then, yeah, it's great. It's very violent, getting a new suit. Number 2, is it normal to be disappointed by your first FurCon? I went to Denver, one the first year they opened, and for some reason I didn't really feel welcome. I felt like I was annoying people by asking for pictures, and them being annoyed by my fangirling. Yeah, I wouldn't say you're that crazy. I mean, for a first-year con especially, that could be a little rough.
It's overwhelming. To be
It's
honest.
overwhelming. It can be stressful. I would try more to go with friends. The other thing is, if it's a small... I mean, Denver, I remember, broke a bunch of records for the amount of people that were there, but I would say it'd be better to go to a con, especially if you're new to it, that has a more established footing in terms of events. Things like concerts, things like,
I want to stop you right there and just say that, like, if you're asking to get pictures with certain people and everything like that, no one is going to be offended by getting pictures with you, especially in suit or like that. So even if you ask questions at suitors and everything like that, a lot of times they can't hear well in suit too.
If you're by yourself too, it can be a little overwhelming. Like, I would try to see if maybe you got some friends, maybe local furs or people you know online, to try to meet up. Like, and don't make that your whole con, right? Don't base your con off that. I just mean, like, I don't know. It seems like you should.
You can do a con alone. Like we've all done cons alone, but at the same time, I forgot who it was that. Was it Nico or was it the Russian? It was the first time going to a convention that actually had a group of people to actually hang out with at the same time of going around.
Yeah.
Because one of them had that notion. They were like, it's so much better when you actually have a set group of people that you kind of fall back on as like a default.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I have at this point at cons. Like, all the people who are involved in like the production of FurCast and you guys, and we usually call it the Xana group, and it's like our group of friends that like we all know and like we hang out. But it's not like, that's we go to the con and those are the only people we hang out with. It's just that's like kind of like the backup sort of. I don't know. It's good to have many things that you can do at a con, and you can kind of pick and choose, and depending on what you feel like too. That's another reason it's bad to make complete plans, because sometimes you get a few days into the con and then somebody's like, oh well, it was our plan to do this thing, and you're like, oh shit, like you don't feel like doing it, or you're sick, or you're tired, or you had another thing that you realized you want to do. No, cons. I would say. Try another con. Try a different con. If it was a small con, try a large con. If it was a large con, try a small con. Good advice for everybody. Just, switch it up. Go with some friends.
Yeah, I never understand when people say, go to a small con. Because, like, I actually had, when I was originally going to cons, like, the first con I ever went to was AC. That was 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2007.
It kind of depends on...
And it's overwhelming, but it's like, it's a good overwhelming, because so much is going on that you can't really focus on, like, I guess, any kind of negative, because there's just, even if you have one bad experience, there's so much happening that, like, that one bad experience will literally get drowned out by, like, the 10,000 other things you're still doing at that con. Whereas small cons, I feel like, can be, if you aren't ready for the small venue, if only one thing happens, there might not be a lot of other things that are happening enough to be the catalyst to, like, make the whole con worthwhile, which I still like small cons and I still like large cons. I like both individually. They both have perks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they both have their ups and downs. That's why I always say to people, like, if you had a bad experience at one, try the other. You know what I mean? Like, try the other type.
I mean, I had a bad experience at MFF for 2 years, and then went back and had a great time. So it's like, I just took a break from it. So it was just like, eh.
My best and worst con experience were both MFF, actually.
I think mine were too, so.
Yeah. What's y'all's opinion on long-distance relationships? My boyfriend and I have been dating for over 2 years. In August, it will be 3 years. But here's the catch. I live in the U.S., as stated above. He is from Northern Ireland. A lot of people disapprove of us dating and don't think it will work out. We have met in person, but only spent 2 weeks at a time together. He'll actually be here for 3 months in May, June, July. This was sent 2 hours ago, so May... Oh, I guess they mean this upcoming 2019. If it works for you, it works for you.
It matches exactly what we said before on long distance relationships, though. Is like they work out as long as you actually do get to see in person. Like if you don't ever have that contact of, because again, I still fall down to where like, I guess the solidifying fact of any kind of relationship, be it friend or actual like mate, lover, anything like that you want to go with. I think you have to have an in-person contact. Like at some point. It doesn't mean you constantly have it, but at some point you have to meet a person face to face to kind of solidify.
Unless you never plan on meeting or something. Like if you're just an online. Yeah, I don't know.
Most of the times that I've met people online though, I've still met in person at least once. And it it definitely solidifies a character for me to like hang out and be with the person firsthand. So I kind of can catch social cues, catch different things. So I understand how they act, how they like respond to different things. Because like when you text everything like online and everything like that, you don't really get a good feel of when someone's being sarcastic or stuff like that.
And it's not even like people say that about the internet. You know, oh, you know, the internet, you know, it's different meeting people in real life, yada yada yada. But like not even the internet, even in real life, hanging out with somebody is different than living with somebody, right? Like seeing somebody in public is also different than seeing somebody in your own space, in your own personal space.
Mm-hmm.
And so the internet is just another step in that. I think it's on the same scale of just different people. And there are people that I love spending time with online that when I'm with them in real life, they drive me nuts. And there are people that I really love having in my personal space that I feel very secure with, that I feel very personal with, that online we don't really talk.
I thought you were going to say that I don't like to be seen with in public. That's what I thought you were expecting the role to go.
But
I love in my personal space. Oh, they're so great, but I just wouldn't take them out anywhere.
No, but I just mean like, you know, there's people that I'm very close to that online we basically don't talk when they're online. It's only when we hang out in real life that we talk. And then there's other people that I talk to literally every day of my life online that I don't, you know, I've met them, but maybe we're not, like, I don't know if I'd want to live with them. To tell you the truth, it's not that many. Most of my friends online I'm actually very close with. But the point is, if it works for you, it works for you. You know, it's all about what you expect out of a relationship. Some people think a relationship means that you're going to be together eventually, or that you're going to live together, or that, you know, that's the end goal. Some people, that's not the case. So it depends on you and what your plan is and what you expect. And it also depends on how you handle it at the moment. Like, do you feel a lack of intimacy in your life? If you do, are you solving that in a certain way? Is it an open relationship? Do you not care? Have you not felt that? Different people work different ways. Some people
the age-old expression, though, absence makes the heart grow stronger. So
yeah, some people say that.
Having time apart and then coming back together makes it more, I would say, passionate, or I'd say more like, I don't know, you focus more on, it's hard to say. You focus more on the fact that you're together than treating it as just a casual hangout, I guess.
Yeah, but the other thing, too, is, like, I've also had times where people visit me, and they visit me for, like, a few days. And it's an incredible few days. Because we go places, we do things, we're going out to eat, we're visiting people, we're like, oh, quick, shit, let's do this. And it's so active. And then there's other times where people will visit me for, like, weeks or months. And it's still, like, good, but it's not, it's a whole different feeling. It's a very different. So you mentioned that they're going to be staying with you for a couple weeks. That'll be interesting, you know. Hope that goes well for you. It'll be different.
Well, since they're lovers, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. But
it's more when you, because again, I think everyone has that experience with friends too. Like there are certain friends, like I grew up with my entire life, can hang out for like 3 or 4, 5 days straight. But then after like the 5th day, it's like, okay,
yeah,
you can go now. I want to be alone.
Well, that's the other thing is when you invite somebody into your personal space, it's a whole different feeling on how long you really are together, right? Like, and how, you know, you want to, and some people are very good at that, right? And that's the other thing too. I've had people visit me who are really good at like going into their own room and they just like chill on their laptop and they watch their own movies and they're very, and then, you know, we're like, oh, hey, let's hang out for a little bit. And then we hang out and then we don't hang out and then we hang out and then we don't hang out. And then there's other people who are, I don't want to say clingy, but like they kind of, all they know how to do is really be with you. So that can kind of depend too. And that might be good, might be bad. I don't know. Anyway, number 4. Is it weird for people? Is it weird that people have multiple Sonas and OCs? I have about 3 actual Fursonas and about 20 OCs. No. It's not weird. Number 5. What do y'all think about Fursonas having middle and last names? What do I think? I don't know. My Fursona's full name is Eli Virginia Rose, and my boyfriend's is Alexander Remington. Okay, cool. Y'all are amazing, and I hope to one day meet y'all. Keep up the good work and stay fabulous. Heart, heart, heart. Eli. Okay.
The only time Pharaoh ever had a last name was when in Second Life it would randomly generate you a last name.
Yep.
And I think mine was Pharaoh Flagstaff.
Mine was Paradox Zidykava. Zdychava. I just chose it. I was like, oh, I guess that's the coolest one.
Because they only gave you you had
a list. Yeah, you had a drop down.
You couldn't refresh the list. Yep. It was like this is what you had to choose from, and that was it.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Anyway. All right, we got one more.
Yep.
One more email.
Pharaoh Flagstaff.
Pharaoh Flagstaff.
It's the only time my character's ever had a fucking last name.
And Paradox Zidykava. All right, one more email and then we'll call it a night. I'll let you grab that one.
Which one?
It's start at the top. In the inbox. It should be. Start at the top. There it is.
Lions and tigers and bears. The not safe for work love triangle. Do they reenact Wizard of Oz?
Oh my God. They should. That's what I would do.
We're off to see the wizard. The wizard is actually my cock.
They like sing and dance and then run up and then suck their dick. Dun, 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 dun. I'm eating one of these cookies.
Just please don't make the yellow brick road water sports.
Oh no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And then they're sucking your dick under the covers and they go, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Oh, you're a little hard. Have some oil.
I hate you so much right now. Pay attention to the. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Rawr. Now I'm trying to think of just more Wizard of Oz puns.
I'm trying to think of tapping shoes. There's no place like, I don't know.
All I want is fuck. I was trying to think of something dirty with a lollipop gill, but then it's just a bunch of midgets, and I was like, this is going really wrong in my head, so I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Just
the E and the I are switched. Ellie. Oh, so it's Ellie. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Ellie. That's the person who sent the email. I didn't realize the name. I was just reading. I'm catching up on chat now. Feel awkward having middle names for personas because you don't see them a lot, but it also makes you unique. I think it's fine. You can name your persona whatever you want, man. I don't really think anybody's gonna. Nobody's gonna walk up to your account and be like, "Hey."
Well, adding a middle name, especially with some things that are just replicated constantly.
Yeah.
You kind of definitely produce another like identifier. So
There's no place like my butt. There's no place like my butt. Says Kaiwana.
Get out. I was trying to see if the chat was just going to go full depravity, but you never know at this time. So anyhow, back to the email. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
There's no place like hose.
There's no place like hose.
Like, yeah, Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is pretty good.
2 FurCast from an anonymous lost lion. Just see the lizard. You won't be lost anymore. Follow the yellow brick road. I'm sorry.
I love when like people email us and we get like a sentence in and we just fucking shit on them for like 30 minutes.
Dorothy! Dorothy! Toto! It's actually your Brad Dragon sex toys. Where's Dorothy?
Oh my god.
Toto is like a Rex from Bad Dragon or something.
There's no place like Lowe's, says Kangaroo. I'm not ready.
Which then all I think about is now the Black Wizard of Oz, just the Oz. No, was it? It's with Michael Jackson. I think it's The Wiz.
The Wiz.
Pretty sure it's The Wiz.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It is definitely the most racist Wizard of Oz you'll ever watch. Just with all the black stereotypes in it, but it's probably my favorite Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the song, Ease on Down the Road.
Oh, yeah.
Pull it up. You should pull it up.
All right. Pull it up really fast. What's it called?
I think it's just Ease on Down the Road.
Ease on Down the Road. From The Wiz.
Ease on down the road.
And Michael Jackson was the Scarecrow.
Right.
That might be a load. There it is. Driving. Look.
The road goes to the inner city.
Right.
Oh, there might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road.
This actually looks fantastic. It looks great.
Oh, the movie's great.
Yeah.
Down the road.
I can't.
The saddest part is that everyone is dead from this movie.
Oh, God. Why do you say that?
And it's not even that old. It's from like the 80s.
Yeah.
And every single actor that was in this movie is dead.
The movie killed them. It was so good.
God damn it. I just need a second because my mind is still just going into fucking Wizard of Oz puns and I have to get out of it for a second. Lions and tigers and bears, a love triangle. To FurCast from an honest lost lion. I know the subject of relationships and such frequent your emails, but I find myself in a situation that I would appreciate your input on, as I am unsure of what to do. I have two friends, Tiger and Bear. Both Bear told me that they like Tiger. I told Bear that I think they'd make an adorable couple and they should go for it, which I really do think they would try, and I really think they should try if feelings are mutual. But the thing is, I know the Tiger has a bit of a crush on me, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, nor do I know the Tiger's feelings about the Bear. Personally, I'm not sure I'm ready for a relationship. However, knowing the Tiger has had those feelings for me, I found myself wondering from time to time about what a relationship with them would look like. I'm not sure if I'm genuinely interested in Tiger, or if maybe I'm only thinking these things because I get lonely at times. My uncertainty tells me that the logical thing would be for me to just continue as friends, because if I got in the way for Bear, it hurt him, and if things didn't work out between me and Tiger, as I already have unsure feelings, I'd hurt them both in the process. More so, I think I might even just be a bit jealous now that I know the Bear would like to take the Tiger's attention from me, even though I'm not sure I even want that attention in the first place. I don't want to hurt either of them, and I think they'd both be happy together if Tiger feels the same for Bear.
Kaiwan says this email requires a diagram.
But the nagging feeling of disappointment, I'm not sure if that's the right word I would use, and I don't know. Feelings are weird. I'm not sure if I should leave the situation alone, or if I might regret the what if. And before you suggest just having a three-way, we're all monogamously inclined. P.S. You guys are always awesome.
I don't know. I'll let you go first if you have anything.
Have you consulted the wizard?
Damn it.
If I only had a clone.
So my advice would be, I mean, you gotta.
I would say, I'll go with my
yeah.
advice real quick, is to say that if you feel like it would compromise the situation, then don't get involved. Especially if you don't have romantic feelings for the Tiger at all. You just kind of have like that lonely feeling of, oh, you know, maybe I would like to cuddle or something like that at time to time. The strangest thing is I'd say like possibly sit down and like have a conversation slightly with all three of you just to kind of put it on the table, like that you're really not interested in Tiger, but you still want to remain friends. Bear is interested in Tiger, but then find time you get lonely, so you would never want to lose the companionship of either of them. And kind of just stating that out as the obvious could kind of just ease situations instead of you thinking about everything what they were thinking, because again, as a person, you can't think what others think.
Yeah.
So it'd be easier.
Trust us, we know. We know a thing or
We've
two
shared
about-
some things.
Yeah, we've been through that.
And even if you think you know what the other is thinking, the thinking that you thinking thought was not the thinking things that they were thinking.
Yeah.
So that's my word of advice on that, is actually just sit down and talk and confront things that you actually, all three of you might not even know about what each other is thinking.
Yeah. So my advice on it is, and I know that I'm coming at this from my perspective, which is a bit biased because I'm one of those weird, like, kind of poly, open relationship anarchist people. But I'll just say this. The most important thing is that you clearly care about these people. You clearly value them as friends. And I would say to them exactly that. I don't know if it means you gotta hang out or go out to eat. I don't know if it means you gotta do a Skype call or a Discord call or whatever. But it might be worth just saying to them, saying like, hey guys, do you mind if we both hop on a call or at some point? I just want to talk to you guys about some stuff. And just be like, hey, I was just thinking about this and it kind of weirds me out and I'm not sure what I feel, but I just want you guys to know I really care about you as friends. And I want everybody to be happy and I want to be happy with you guys and I love hanging out. And because that is the most important thing, is that you guys are all good friends. And the other thing is, whether, you're in a relationship with them or they're in a relationship with you. Well, what does a relationship even mean in this context? I mean, maybe you're all local and a relationship meant they would move into with each other or something. I mean, okay. Would that be bad? Would that mean that you can't hang out with them anymore? Or if it's long distance and they are in a long distance relationship, does that even change anything? I don't know. My point is just, people look at labels and they feel all these emotions and they feel all this intensity and like, the label means all this stuff and it means things are going to change. And, maybe sometimes it can be changed, but if it is, I think that means that it wasn't handled right. I think the way to handle it is to just express to them like, I fucking care about you people. I want you in my life. Because that's really what matters. But that's my kind of.
But also, you could just be hands off and just see if things work out in its own. Because again, if Bear and Tiger get together.
Yeah.
Then Lion would be lonely. And not because they're going to push you aside, but if they start focusing on a relationship, then they're literally going to spend more time together, and you're going to not be out of the picture, but you'll be definitely diluted a little bit. So you have to understand that with any kind of relationship, no matter how much you like people are going to take time to develop a relationship further, and so you'll kind of be out of the picture. So again, you got to think about that. So even if you think they look cute together and you're both really best friends, having them in the right group, great. Other times, and there are situations where you never know what the outcome will be from different things. So, like, I have people that are exes that are still friends, like, completely. They have no problem with each other. Actually, even still living with each other. So, like, the person that they broke up with is still living with the person that their mate is now dating. So it's like, is it complicated? Yes. Is it crazy? Yes. But
I also suggested that two people get together once when one of them was interested in me. But not the other one. And they ended up moving 4 times, and one of them filed a restraining order against the other. So that went well.
Don't play matchmaker.
That's why I'm not playing matchmaker. My suggestion to you is, again, and like Pharaoh said, there's the whole situation of, well, if they spend more time together, maybe they're spending less time with you. Well, maybe, but that's why it's important for you to go to them and say, I really value you guys. I love spending time together. I love hanging out. And I just want you guys to know I feel weird and I don't know what to think. And I just want you guys to know. Because that just means you're being honest with them. And that means if they care about you as a friend, then they'll listen to that and they'll think about it. And they'll, maybe...
But any situation we give you and say can actually be completely irrelevant to the situation that you're currently in the sense that as you kind of go throughout time, I should say now, you kind of see that how each different scenario reflects differently on different sets of people. Whereas it can work well for some groups, it can work completely opposite and negative for another, and then you cannot replicate results. Put it that way, when dealing with free will, humans, and relationships, you can never really replicate results.
Well, and also, like, you know, when you start throwing yourself into other social things like cons and going out and doing things or getting older and moving into a place or any of the, it gets really complicated. Like,
I just think of just personal experiences of different things where, like, I've hooked up people and it's like, it's great because, like, you see them happy because you're both friends with both of them, but then you kind of become the third wheel. And then I've seen other people where you've introduced them to friends and then they've broken up. Now they're both not friends and they won't even deal with each other anymore. And then you're still friends with both. So then you're the awkward who's like, oh, I really want to go to the movies, but I can only bring this person and I can't bring that person because this person's coming with me. So it's like, fuck, this sucks. Then, like, when you have social events, stuff like that, you have to be careful of who's that you can't have in the same rooms as who's because people can't ever be fucking adults anymore in this day and age, and everyone has to have some kind of grudge that has to last forever for some stupid unknown reason, and it just really is hard for planning parties.
So,
that's all the feelings that other people decide, and that's putting your own feelings into the play.
I also think my other big, just overall, just like quote advice, like one-liner advice is don't get pressured into anything either. Like, if you're feeling weird about it or you're just not sure, you don't have to fucking be in a relationship, dude. Like, it doesn't.
Don't ever think that things work. Things aren't working out in the beginning, so a lot of times they're not going to work out in the end. There's some things you can work through, but some things that are just end it. There are so many different people in the world that, again, it might take a little bit longer to find someone, but no one is just the one and only for anyone.
It's better to find out that you're in a relationship than decide you're in a relationship.
And I guess one of the things that you never want to see yourself forced into a relationship where you can never, like, where you feel obligated. Like, that a relationship should never feel obligation. It should be a mutual respect for one another. And that's one of the things that even I still have going with my wife. So, I mean, there have been times there's always going to be rough patches in any relationship. But at the same time, like, you still have to love one another. And if you don't ever want to be in a relationship where you feel trapped. And I've seen other friends sit in scenarios where, like, well, it might get better. And it's like, no, you've tried, things didn't work out. Just stop, because it's like you're wasting their time, you're wasting your own time, and you're holding yourself up from finding someone that will actually truly make you happy. So, that's one of the things, I guess, just from the experience of friends and seeing it happen is.
Yeah, and it's not even committing to a label that's difficult. It's committing to other things. Moving in with people. Owing people money. Scary shit. What?
I was like, you don't owe me anything.
Oh, I don't know. We don't owe each other money. But I just mean, like, you know, those are the commitments I would worry about in life. Not your Facebook relationship status. The commitments I would worry about.
I still love the fact that us moving in together has literally changed, like, no dynamic of our relationship.
Not at all.
Everyone else, it affects everyone greatly, but I was like, is it hard to live it? No.
Yep. It's kind of what I expected.
I think it sucks having a dishwasher that's broken.
Yeah, we got to get on that. We got to figure that out. If you need, well, you're working tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, if you come home and you have energy, oh shit, I'm gonna be in Toronto tomorrow. We're never fixing the dishwasher.
It's like us never living together too.
Wow. No, but at some point, just like message me on Telegram and I'll help you with it. If you need like somebody to pull it out and they need to, I don't know. Anyway, good night. Thanks for listening, guys.
Hi.
It was fun.
It's a mess as always.
Yeah.
You should call Nico. She can get a live interview from the before we go.
Hold on, I'll message. Well, I can do it in the post show. Well, let's end the podcast. We've been going for fucking over 3 hours. So, are we here
suck it up, water babies.
Are we here next week?
I don't know.
I think we're here next. I don't know.
Not New Year's yet. Well, even New Year's isn't on New Year's weekend. So I mean,
yeah. We don't know if we're going to be here
Even
next
New Year's
week.
isn't New Year's.
We might be here, we might not. I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I've been your fabulous Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
Thanks for all the support. Good night.
Never forget trash babies. Street babies. Street babies?
Street babies.